Hello. Hello to the people out there. Welcome to At This Point. We had a
Welcome.
major system crash. Like, it was bad.
Wasn't so bad as this, we over here got a whole new software for the podcast and a whole new system we got working together with it. And we pretty much, trying to have it running like ESPN or something in this bad boy. Came across a good app, per se, and it we haven't really got the kinks and worked out completely all the like nuances to get it running smoothly the way we like.
Yeah, we thought we did, but we did.
We didn't.
Eventually, we will.
Yeah, so we just got to do, a little bit more different type of, work with it to make sure it's staying at its optimal best. And I definitely got we got some other suggestions to see how the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened on mine?
No, we good. We definitely got some suggestions that we're gonna look into for that. So don't worry about that, Well,
Yeah. So, people, listen, let me know what y'all cooking on this good Sunday, yo. What is y'all doing? How was your week? How was your weekend?
how's your weekend going, y'all?
Um, do you plan on going to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, y'all, for all the like I said.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Stuff got real bad.
It
Got
wasn't so
bad
much
quick.
bad. We just gotta learn some. We gotta learn some nuances.
It's just that the
You know,
software.
yeah, new software. So we probably just gotta, do some upticking with a few things, but we gonna be good.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We glad to be here with y'all.
Yeah. Well,
And we definitely wanna, today is women. Well, not today, but pretty much this is Women Appreciation Month. So I definitely want to give all the women out there that contribute to, you know, society and forward moving with technology, economical improvements, educational improvements, and everything along them sorts, that to make our society a better place from historical points to current points. A big shout out to y'all because, a lot of times, sometimes we don't take that time to really give y'all the big old, hoorah. So from at this point, I definitely gonna give y'all ladies a big hoorah, a big hug and a kiss for y'all
yeah,
contributions.
hugging the kids.
All
Country.
right. A little bit.
Boy, that country boy.
A little bit, a little bit, a little
Say
bit, a
that
little
boy,
bit, a little
that
bit.
country.
It's a few, and what's funny, it's a few great, it's more than a few great, but there's a lot of great women that
Mm-hmm.
we could, go down a list, just off the top of my head. Um, let's see,
Well, what happened?
Anne Marie Douglas, ex-wife of Frederick Douglass.
Okay.
She was definitely a pioneer in history in many ways. She definitely, for her support to Frederick Douglass, which he pretty much adopted that name because around them times,
Mm-hmm.
they was born with no birth certificate, no real self-identity, just knowing the fact that your name is this. But she definitely, helped him, support him, so he could, get to the forward point in his life. So Anne Marie Douglas, a big shout out to her. Harriet Tubman, her
Okay.
contributions to society and history. You know, and a few minutes ago, I don't know if y'all got a chance when we was having technical difficulties setting things up. I had some names down the list. I'll just reiterate them just so y'all could, hear. you can catch up to what I'm saying. You know,
Let's hear 'em.
like the first woman to win a Nobel Peace Prize was Marie Curie. Yep, if I said that, yep, that's her name.
Who else?
First woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean was,
Hey.
I always chop this name up.
Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, Amelia Earhart. Yeah, that was her name. Amelia Earhart. She was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Big shout out to her. Let's see, Valentina,
Mm-hmm.
first woman in space, 1963. Even though it's always the biggest controversial talk about when we do that, right?
What, space?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always controversial. Another one. Frances Perkins was the first female presidential cabinet member.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, it's a lot of, you know what I mean? That just, me just even scraping the tip of the iceberg a little bit. When
Right.
it comes to contributions to society and historical monumental points that women, you know what I mean, I can just come on top of my head that contribute to how the way we live in now. And the main reason why, you know, a lot of things is possible now. And Josh, you was reading about a historical woman herself. She was pretty interesting. What was her name again?
Oh, Margaret Hughes.
Yeah.
She was the first female actress ever.
Okay.
She, hold on.
Oh, you shot it up.
Yeah. Wow. Pause.
Are we good?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. I.
Yeah,
Damn. She was born. She was born on May 3rd, May 29th, 1630, and died 1719. Also, actress. She was an English actress who is often credited as the first professional actress on the English stage as a result of her appearance on December the 8th, 1660. She was the mistress of Royalist English Civil War General Prince Rupert of the Rye. That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That you
Yeah,
know,
another one. Well, I can't. Well, wait.
you know, just flipping real fast. My man will be just flipping through them real fast. Don't mind them, y'all.
Yeah, no, it won't let me stay on right here.
Matthew Fletcher, what's going on? Appreciate you for joining at this point. Live.
Let me see that.
On our feed right there.
Okay.
I see it on our TikTok. So, yeah, it's so many monuments to Megan Ashley. What's going on? What's going on? Why we giving y'all
Hold on.
magnificent women out here?
Then you got like Madam C.J. Walker.
All right. Madam C.J. Walker. Okay, talk about her.
Oh wait, hold on, champ, cause I don't want that joint too.
Also, the wife of Charles Joseph Walker.
Yeah.
Okay. Upon her third marriage, was an American entrepreneur, philanthropist, and a political and social activist.
Yes. And hold on, people. Her name is Sarah Breedlove. She was born in 1867. She died in 1919. Charles Walker, upon her third marriage, was Walker is recorded as the first female Guinness World. What?
What's up?
I don't know Guinness. As the first female self-made millionaire in America in the Guinness Book of World Records. Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew she was like the first female millionaire, but I didn't know that was the Guinness Book of World Records. That's crazy.
Wow, okay. Awesome. Well, you know what's funny?
What?
I'm over here looking at some of our current, looking at some of our current women in history that's still here today
Uh huh.
that deserve their flowers. And
Wait, did you know that Rosa Parks died in 2005?
what?
Rosa Parks.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know that.
You heard?
Oh man, here you go. I also one of my favorites that's currently a living legend still.
Who?
I love seeing her smile when she playing movies. Vanessa Williams.
Who?
Vanessa
Which
Williams.
one?
Miss America winner, Vanessa Williams.
That's the one that was in Soul Food, right?
Correct. The lawyer, remember?
Mm.
She was the lawyer's sister. The sister that Vivica Fox fought with a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. She definitely is a pioneer, man. She's a great actor.
Actress.
Actress, excuse me. What's her name?
Hello. YouTube.
Simone Biles. Yep.
Yeah.
Simone Biles. She's a great actor.
She's a gymnast.
Yeah, she's a great gymnast. Excuse me, I'm going to say actor. Sorry, y'all. Look at that. Huh. She's a great gymnast, yo, man. I think I saw like one of her Olympic performance. Or two.
I ain't see none.
I saw like one or two. Oh, man, she got balance and she got rhythm.
Mm.
And she's awesome. So, shout out to Simone,
Yeah.
Biles. You know what I mean? I'm always
What about Lindsey Vaughn? She's a female. She's a Olympic skier, I want to say.
She's good?
Is she?
Oh, big shout out to her. But DJ, do you have any shout outs you want to do for Women Appreciation Month? Because, we over here running amok. We're trying to see where your brain is at with it.
Shout out to Mom Dukes, yes sir.
Oh, all right.
All right. Big shout out. Okay. Appreciate that. Yeah. She always goes down in history as one of the greatest women in my ideology, straight up and down. And also, Kamala Harris. Even though I may have different...
Oh, God. You didn't even like her.
No,
Cut the noise.
It's not, but see, things I don't agree with you doesn't mean I don't like you. I just don't agree with some things.
She was looking out for you. She was leaving the border open for you, and you dissed her. The betrayal.
I don't just don't like some of her political
Views.
views and thoughts, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's why it's
Yeah.
great. That's why I like being American, because we can have disagreements, and that's cool. But Kamala Harris is definitely is a great woman in the political world. Definitely have great potential to do a lot of other great things, and stood as the vice president with Joe Biden. So okay, I could definitely say okay to her. That's all right. Also, see, it's a lot of Madam. You already talked about her, Madam C.J. Walker. Aretha Franklin.
One of the greatest vocalists ever.
Oh man, listen. Don't you sing that song? You better think about what you got to do to me. Freedom. That's Aretha Franklin or no?
I don't know.
I don't forgot. Definitely. Big
I know she got massive jams.
Oh yeah, endless man. Aretha Franklin all day. All day. Oprah Winfrey, come on now.
Oprah?
Yo, she had a tumultuous upbringing, man.
Bruh, she got her own network. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, she do, but man, like I watched like the documentary of her life.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Some of that stuff be fake. So some of these people really don't be having all that.
She did.
Some of them just have it. It just happens in that story that's being told. But during their whole life, a lot of this stuff don't be happening to people.
Nah, but she definitely spoke on, her documentary, like, she went through some, I forgot exactly, like every, pretty much story that she illustrated, but she definitely went through some very bad triumph. And she never gave up, so big shout out to Oprah. You know, so she definitely did. But, you know, definitely, you know, when it comes to that, you know, hold on. I got some talking points. Hold on, y'all.
Let's hear it.
Another one I want to jump into. How have women shaped American history in ways that often goes
Unnoticed.
unnoticed?
Um, let's go with Rachel Ray.
Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead.
Great cook.
All
And
right.
she's fine.
All right.
I noticed. She's not unnoticed to me.
So how she shaped. So the question is
How did she shape the thing? Well, through her cooking. She taught a lot of women how to cook.
Okay. Okay.
A lot
Okay.
of women. And then she went into like making, I think it was like dog food for animals.
Mm.
That helps people out too. And she's good with the nutritionist part too. So,
Okay. 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 So, all right. How have women shaped American history in many ways that goes unnoticed? Well, how?
then you got the lady, hun, what's the lady name that Taraji P did the movie? And she was just like super smart. And she worked for NASA. I think she was like the first black female to work for NASA.
I think so, Hunter. Well,
I can't think of her real
There was
name.
two of them. You know what I mean? But they were smart. So I didn't see that movie, but I saw previews of it.
Yeah.
You saw it?
No. I've
It
seen
looked
NASA
good.
movies.
It looked good.
But-
It looked so good. To me, let's see.
Woman.
Let's see. If I'm gonna sit there and go down that road,
Mhm.
with how, you know, women shaped America, you know, history in ways that goes unnoticed. You know, just starting from like the urban sort of perspective to the current sort of perspective. Urbanly, a lot of times, a lot of women, you know, they be pretty much holding down the whole household by themselves.
How?
You know what I mean? Some of them don't have that male figure right there by their side that they married to do it together with. You know?
Mm.
It be a lot of single mothers out here that raise great pioneers into this earth. For instance, case in point, the guy, I forgot his name, but he worked alongside with Steve Jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name Leroy. I forgot. He's a multi-millionaire. I think billionaire or billionaire. I forgot his name. Leroy O'Reilly, I think, something like that.
Okay.
I'm sorry to butcher your name, my brother. I'm sorry, but I remember you because I watched a very inspirational interview you did with another podcaster, and he pretty much was talking about how the way, you know, his mother pretty much trained him, you know, how to be, you know, maturely responsible, you know, and pretty much pushed him to become the man he needed to be because at one point in time, his mother and his father was together, but things, you know, sometimes things go awry,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, that happened. Another case, you know, we definitely got to go with how the way women shape American history in ways that goes unnoticed. It'd be a lot of mothers that sit there, be out doing football, basketball, track games, wrestling matches, supporting their kids and everything like that, and pushing them and making sure that, you know, they don't falter into a bad, you know what I mean, life or to go down the wrong road. For instance, Lamar Jackson. His mother raised him his whole life. You know what I mean? And look how he turned out. A successful football player.
Mm.
You know, so there are very, you know, much strong examples. Now, is every example created the same? No.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you do have some strong women out there that definitely is strong enough, mature enough, and, you know, motivated enough to definitely, you know, also go unnoticed as shaping our society in America,
Mm-hmm.
even with history. Along history, it's many, you know, situations where women fought side by side with their tribal male mates to win wars and fight off invaders.
When?
When?
Yeah.
Vikings, you know what I mean? Vikings, Mongols sometimes. They have their women train hard. Sometimes, well, not Sparta.
I was gonna say,
Not
not
them.
Sparta.
But Mongols did. Some of the Viking tribes did. Sometimes they have their women train them to where, say, for instance, they village get invaded.
Mm-hmm.
The guys be fighting and they teach the women how to do like sneak attacks and tactics, you know, because, you know what I mean, like, your village getting attacked, you know, everybody got
Right?
Yeah, so, yeah.
Even the chickens.
How about you, DJ Black Thumb?
What's the question?
How women shaped American history in ways that often goes unnoticed? Like, what are some illustrations you could give for that?
The bus.
Say it again?
We ain't gotta sit on the back of the bus no more.
Because of who?
Rosa Parks.
Yeah, she definitely was very triumphant in the civil rights fight. She was very
Yeah.
stern.
You got Michelle Obama.
Okay.
Very nice books and stuff. Inspirational speaker.
Okay. Okay.
That's it for me right now. I'm actually.
Say it again?
Everybody eating.
Okay, so let's segue to this. Who are some women in history that deserve more recognition?
That deserve more recognition.
Yeah.
Queen Elena.
Okay, elaborate.
But she was the queen in Aquaman. She's queen of Atlanteans.
I think I like real life, man.
Atlantis is real. What are you talking about?
I think you're talking about a movie.
No, Aquaman is definitely a movie, but
Yeah, well,
Queen Elena is probably a fake character. But the actual person was actually like the queen at the time. No, that's a real person. A woman.
Who's a woman in history, chat, that deserves more recognition?
Let us know, people. Come on.
Because that's a very good, question to ask. Because it's so many people that does so many things, but a lot of times, it flies under the radar, and it don't get celebrated as much as others. So the question is, who are some women in history that deserves more recognition?
Pack you up. First of all, you late.
Now, we was over here going through,
Yo, my man, listen, cut the excuses, okay?
she probably was there. We was over there going through technical difficulties.
She wasn't there.
But if I had to say,
Ma'am.
if I had to name a woman that deserves more recognition,
Here she go.
I would go. Yeah, of course you, sis. But I definitely go with more towards. I feel like nurses
Why?
should have more recognition in general because
Y'all be going. Sundays is always 6:30.
yeah, Sunday's always 6:30. We did start on time. Just we did got like I said.
We started on time, and
Yeah.
then our new software hit a snag button on us.
And it wasn't operating pretty optimal the way we wanted. So we
Yeah.
had to go back to our original default. But anyway, I say nurses. I say nurses should deserves more recognition
Why?
because they deal with a lot, and they are like they.
Now, which nurse are you talking about?
Just
Like, all of
nurses-
them are
all
just
of them. I
nurses?
just say
in general?
nurses.
I am a licensed
Zoologist, and I'm trained in animals. But I'm saying all nurses in general because, I worked in the medical field for a long time, and I done worked on both sides of the bed, and I done seen some of the contributions they make towards keeping a life, in good condition while other people that may be a little bit above their pay grade or in different positions don't do as much because they be the ones that mainly be there for all the, dressing changes, all the, change of medicine,
Nah.
you know, all the rehab, all the cheering up, all the long hours and stuff that a lot of people do not see them do, and they be like really drained from doing all that. So
Okay.
they deserve more recognition than they get because they really are superheroes for real.
I feel like the head nurse of the ER, cause I was watching some joint. It was like ER, and this I think she's a charge, like a, a charge nurse. I think it was.
Correct.
Then you had the LPN nurse. I really don't personally know the difference
Yeah,
between
yeah.
them, but they had this little thing, and then she was talking to her, and then they had like a little, what's the little? They like a nurse, maybe.
What you talking about?
They be the ones that just come check your blood pressure and then they roll out.
It could be a PCA.
Alright, I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
But the charge nurse, they was giving her a rash of shit. And mind you, she just out there and did like 20 hours. Son, she's just looking at them and just like, yo, y'all go ahead. Do whatever. She don't know what to say. Her brain is done.
Yeah.
But I give her the credit because she's 20 hours?
That'd be a lot of nurses.
Yo, fam, listen, I'm not even trying to work for 8.
I know nurses that worked.
That's crazy.
I know nurses that work 3 or 4 16-hour shifts.
Yeah.
And charge nurses, because usually like on the unit, it's pretty much like, the surgeon or the doctor pretty much runs it over.
My reminder went off at 6:30 and I didn't see y'all, so I went on Etsy to get someone to make me new.
But anyway, like like the LPN is not. They are.
Which one is the chief when it comes to it?
When it comes to nurses,
Yeah.
head nurse or the nurse practitioner.
So the LPN is what, like second?
They sort of fall in line just a little bit over medical assistant.
Well, the RN is what?
RN is higher than LPN because they completely got their degree in nursing.
Who's the ones that's right under the doctor?
Physician
Yeah.
assistant.
Yeah, PA, which could be a physician assistant or a nurse practitioner, could be right under a doctor too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it depends on what sort of unit, you know what I mean, you could be on. It could be a nurse practitioner, that'd be right in the operation room, just right under the PA or just almost, you know what I mean, just as almost close to being a doctor as you can get because they specialize in something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But,
So who's the nurse that comes in with the glove?
what? All of them though. I mean, like, but, yeah, nurses all day. I give them, nurses, of course, we definitely got to shout out my medical assistant, PCAs, LPNs, doctors, surgeons, all the therapists and stuff that definitely take their time.
What about the massage therapist?
You don't really got that in hospitals.
What?
You don't got that in hospitals.
They're not called massage therapists? What are they called?
I ain't saying what they are, but that's not in the hospital.
So what? Not massage therapists. The physical therapist people.
Yeah. Physical therapy, occupational therapy. I'm definitely, they definitely.
What about the one where you put $5 in your shorts and?
That's not in the hospital at all. That's not in the hospital at all. But like occupational therapy, physical therapy, they play a vital role too. I actually was going to school to be a PTA, and that was pretty. Like on a
Wait, you was gonna be on the PTA board?
no, physical therapy assistant. Yeah, but I was going to school for that. I got like mid drive in it. And they gave me like my major classes. I'm like, okay, let's see what this about. And so I do all my major classes. I got sent to different locations and get shadow. I had to shadow a physical therapist,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to like see what like physical therapist assistants do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this.
You gotta help that person about the bed, right?
No, it's not just that. You do a lot. You do more paperwork than you actually do.
Oh yeah, no.
So pretty much you be walking around just typing all day.
For the nominal fee?
You may get paid good, but it's like
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
So, all right,
What about the nurses on the battlefield though?
them too.
They are.
Medics.
They are.
Medics, yeah.
That's different.
That's a different ball game. I mean, whew.
It's just might get they arm blown off, and now you gotta put it back together. Ugh.
All right. Now, this question is sort of
What about the nurses at the CDC? They gotta really play with the diseases.
they specialize in like you know like analyzing certain type of diseases or brain trauma and stuff like that. Not brain trauma.
Scientists like that. That's
CDC,
crazy.
That's more like scientific type of nursing. Yeah. You know, that's very.
I want to know what you gotta do to do all that.
There's a lot of school.
Let's see.
A lot of school, a lot of certifications.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah. Okay, so, all right. What lesson did your mother or grandmother teach you that still guides you today? Big shout out to Candace for the questions. I appreciate it, sis. So I'll say it again for everybody. What lessons did your mother or grandmother teach you that still guides you today?
I want to hear y'all answers.
Okay. Well, mine will be, I'll probably go first. One time I was going through like a very stressful point, and I'm sitting on my steps, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? There's always something. And she looked at me like, Charles? I'm like, yeah. She's like, there's always going to be something. It's never going to stop. That's just like, it sucks sometimes. No matter what you do or try to do, it's always going to be something that you got to take care of. And that's what that speech right there so definitely stuck me because I was like, you know what, she's right. Like, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be a bill. There's always going to be another situation. And it's not about what arises, it's about how do I handle it. So that stuck with me.
DJ.
What?
Huh?
What lesson did your mother or grandmother teach you that still guides you today?
Don't go after the people that you want, or after the people that want you.
Okay.
Okay.
You said, don't go after the people you want. Go after the people that wants you. Okay. That makes sense. That's a very deep, subtle lesson in a way. It definitely had values to it, 110%. How about you, Jaffe?
Mine gave me too much, bro.
Just pick one.
Okay, so she always said, listen, speak your mind no matter what. Okay? No matter what. They either gonna respect it or they gonna check it. It's one or the other. But you never let nobody make you feel lesser than who you are.
Okay.
And I still live by that.
Okay.
To this very day.
Candace said, I thought he was about to say,
don't go chasing waterfall. Yo. Funny thing is I had that queued up.
yeah, that's yeah, chat. So please, chat, leave your comments below. And I want to hear y'all response like, you know, what lessons did your mother or grandmother teach you that still guide you to this day? Like, you know, what are some sort of lessons that been passed down to you, some sort of conversations, you know, hearsay of, you know, how to handle this, handle that resonates with you still. So, you know, I really
People leave it in the chat, and we will leave a comment. We will get back to your chat.
Now,
to your comment. I mean,
another great question. Excuse me, I'm over here
catching
up on chopping up on words. Excuse me, y'all. How can this is a very sort of a deep question, but this is very It's very, very funny, but also very.
You bought your
powerful.
questions, champ?
Yo,
You bought your questions?
okay.
Let's go.
How can men
Mm-hmm.
better support
Huh?
and uplift women in their communities? Question from Candace.
How can? Why is it always how can? What the men can and why is it like that's crazy?
Okay, okay.
It's always something with the men. Well, no. I mean, you can start by sending her to the moon, Alice. What? Oh, okay.
That's your answer?
Yeah, yes, sir. No. What was the question?
How can men better support?
Better support and uplift women in their community.
There we go.
Um. hmm. I know, but
Okay.
mm, how can we better support them?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
let you go.
because-
Okay. All right. My man over here, he over here boggling his mind a little bit. So pardon him, y'all.
Yeah, I'm thinking about a lot.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a lot of how to uplift.
I mean, he type of guy, you give him a question, he going through like a whole dictionary in the back of his mind, like, all right, what sort of elaborate comment I could give you to the highest degree to make sure it makes sense? It's simple to me. How can men better support and uplift women in their community? Simple. We sit down and we talk to them just like we like to learn how the way they think and operate. We sit down, we talk and teach them how to operate with us as men to understand us. So therefore, and counterpart, we can understand them. So therefore, the support and uplifting will be so natural that, it feels that much greater when you're doing it. And it can be as simple as, okay, I understand you understand me. And, just by showing you like, hey, listen, the best way I could uplift you is always give you words of empowerment. Letting you know that, hey, listen, we in this together. I support you. When you go through the tough times, even when you go through the ups, I support you. I love you. You're a good person. You're a great person. And just always showing them that, they never alone.
Okay.
It's some of the, it's a good way of support and uplifting as well. Because a lot of women in their worlds, most women,
I'll give you the words of empowerment.
words of empowerment is very important because most women, a lot of women, they have their own insecurities about themselves.
Yo, listen. I was definitely just getting ready to say, women, the number one problem is their insecurities.
Yeah, and it scares them so much that sometimes they don't.
Women like the
it.
confidence gene.
Not all of them. It's just that sometimes.
Listen, even the ones that be overconfident, they definitely lack that gene, brother.
No, some
Because
of them
they are at the end of the day, they still a woman.
right.
You understand? And they know like what they flaw is, but they try to go over it when instead of embracing it, they won't.
I mean, that's when the words of empowerment be very possible from
That's what I'm saying.
a brother, a friend, a father, an uncle, a neighbor. And sometimes some people just need that because you never know what they're going through.
All they need is a shoulder, a glass of wine, and a good TV show, and they'll be fine.
DJ, how about you? I mean, what is your comment and opinion on that?
Oh man, listen, man.
I ain't figured out. Okay. I say,
You gotta talk to my brother.
I said, he said to uplift them, right?
How can men better support and uplift women in their communities?
First of all, stop putting them on a lower level.
Okay.
What if they deserve to be on the lower level?
She's not a woman.
That's, well, we ain't answering the question. Well, we talking about how it could be uplifted.
Yeah. So stop putting them underneath us, and
Oh.
have like better conversation with them. You know, have communication.
Communication is key to everything.
Right.
Right.
So, okay. If you going back home and a woman, you see a woman from your block, you know, just,
I know her.
yeah, you know that's your neighbor.
Okay.
And, you know, she having some sort of despair of stress going on in her life generally. I'm talking to DJ. And, you know, she probably got everything she needs financially, but she just don't got that mental or emotional support in a way. How would you talk to her as you see her walking down your sidewalk looking like that as a neighbor? Like, what sort of uplifting words or encouragement you would try to, you know, pass to her so she could, you know, feel better, feel like she's, you know what I mean, being supported.
Okay. Listen here, my queen. We are going through some stuff here, you know. Tomorrow will be a better day for you. So don't look at the day like that.
Okay. Okay, so tomorrow, so pretty much, all right, uplifting to be like, yo, tomorrow could always be something better than what you're going through today.
You gotta just sit there and see. It all depends on the person. If they're gonna sit there and talk, be a shoulder for a second, and then give them a positive outlook on it. But also, you gotta give them the negative too. You can't just be positive all the time, because it doesn't work. You gotta let them know, like, okay, so you obviously did something wrong too, because the situation just ain't gonna happen out of the blue. You know what I mean? I don't know what I did wrong. Did you ask what you did wrong?
Well, guys, what, okay, but what if, see, the thing is, it's not about, you know what I mean, see, what if, for instance, she walking down the block, so this man she spent 20 years with just died, you know, out of nowhere, and, you know,
And he just died out of nowhere?
Yeah.
It takes 6 men to carry you.
Think
Only
about
one woman to put you there.
Well, what if it's just
But he just
natural
died
causes?
like a natural causes.
Natural causes.
Then I just said, first thing I said was be a shoulder.
Okay.
Figure out the situation.
Right.
Figure out the situation, then you go from there.
Well, what would be like an uplifting thing you could say, do as a potent, you
To
know,
help from somebody dying, there's really nothing you can really say to that person. She spent 20 years with him, and then he just checked on her. Yeah, nah, it's gonna be hard. What you gonna say? Like, yo, only thing you can say is, yo, listen, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? I'm here for you. You need someone to talk to? Let me know.
There you go.
That's it.
You did more than enough right there. You know what I mean? You did more than enough right there. You lend the shoulder and the mind, open mind to listen. You know what I mean? The shoulder to lean on, the mind to open up to, so she could, you know what I mean, release that stress or, you know what I mean, worry and feel better as she move forward in her days.
Right.
DJ.
Let me get one of them questions that you was
Yeah,
holding in for
questions
us.
over there. You want
Got questions from the DJ people, please, in the chat. Please answer.
He finna fire off, so be waiting, y'all. When he start firing off, we're gonna see where it goes.
Pause, because that's just wow crazy.
Definitely sound about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, DJ man, drop your question, brother. Be ready to receive what you trying to drop on this ground and see how the way we can put some pieces together.
It's a puzzle. Puzzle.
That should be that should be me and Cream's favorite song.
Good.
Good.
I was just thinking in my head.
Ice-T came on that song hard as heck. I am one nightmare walking, psychopath poking, king of my jungle, just gangster stalking. My bad. All
Are
right.
men supposed to be more logical, and women?
Okay.
And women are supposed to be more emotional How do you feel about that? Why? And where is the disconnect?
All right, say that again.
Yeah, please say.
Say that again. And into the mic.
I did that already.
No. Yeah.
Are men supposed to be
Okay.
logical and are women supposed to be more emotional? How do you feel about that and why? And where is the disconnect?
Okay, DJ. I mean DJ. Josh, you want to go first?
No.
I'll
let
let
you
you go first. Y'all want
Yeah.
to go first, and y'all when we circle back around.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the whole premise of it in a way. It's pretty much a bad combination of, a situation that's going to go completely off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
Because, when somebody is too emotional, male or female, logic a lot of times go out the window, and the most worst decisions in that moment becomes your best decisions that you can think of. And, the disconnects come from when, for instance, you're dealing with somebody, or it's a man and woman dealing with each other, and the woman is highly emotionally charged off of bad situations.
Mm-hmm.
When she get triggered, she's not gonna know how to sit back, calm down, and gather her thoughts in some situations. Now, all women are like that. This ain't for this general scenario. She's gonna fight off with whatever she feel.
Okay.
A feeling is a moment. Logic is something that lasts continuously and get things
Feelings
corrected.
and emotion.
That it is. But a feeling is also a moment too, because you can feel something. I used to be emotional.
I used to be more emotional. I'm more logical now. I've learned to emotionally detach from things that no longer suit me.
I give you a case of
Okay.
scenario, bro.
Let's hear it.
The disconnect with that whole thing is, if I'm dealing with somebody that's emotionally responsive, then that's going to drain my logical, responsive way of thinking sometimes. Because now, before I can help you get to your logical point as a person, I got to help you, decompress and de-escalate your emotional charge.
Okay.
Because emotionally, women are more emotionally than men. You know what I mean? That is natural because of everything else they have to deal with their biological self in a way. So they have different sort of response, how the way they handle things than a man would. But it takes learning, from a man that's logically thinking to understand what emotionally makes sense. And sometimes, emotion's not bad long as it's understood as, what? For instance, case in point, somebody that I really care about got hurt real bad in a car accident. And a woman coming in the house and telling me about it. In that moment, you know what I mean?
Wait, what? Somebody that you really care about got hurt in a car accident.
Right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's an understandable
Yeah, it's not helpful to
respond to our
respond.
emotion. No, it's not, because, for instance, that situation, it's okay for your woman to come inside with high emotions at that point, because if I care about you like that and we both care about you like that,
Mm-hmm.
and something happened to you,
Mhm.
I can't do nothing about it to fix it, because that's an action that is naturally I cannot control.
Okay.
And I could just pray like, damn, man, this shit messed up. I'm not feeling that pain, because, it can go any way per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an emotion that's understood.
Okay.
Emotion that's not understood is not good for a relationship is we have a misunderstanding,
Mm-hmm.
and the first thing you do within that moment is we done talked about how we're going to respect each other while we being with each other. But the first thing you do, because your emotion got triggered, is completely disrespecting me below the belt, and then tell me later on, well, I was just feeling a type of way. I'm sorry.
So the dick just popped in there, like,
I mean,
it just popped in there because she was mad? No.
That's bad. And that's where the detachment come in,
Okay.
where it can get fixed, because it's like, yo, listen, if we together, sweetheart,
Mm-hmm.
and we gonna be committed per se for a scenario argument's sake,
Mm-hmm.
and you have trauma and that triggers your emotion,
Mm-hmm.
we gonna sit down and talk about this trauma, understand this trauma, and you gonna find your way to get through it and heal from
But now,
it.
what if she's emotionally scarred and there's nothing that you can do to heal that woman?
Then you gotta figure out how the way you're gonna either find your way without being with that woman, because you drag along and being with somebody that's emotionally scarred from somebody else.
But there's a lot of relationships, there's a lot of friendships, there's a lot of everything that's like that.
It is. But you know something, the thing is, when I learned this, bro, I cannot fix something that I wasn't there for. I can't fix
Well, that's not true. Because if you at work and your house get a hole in the roof and it start raining, what do you do?
if I'm at work and my house get a hole in the roof,
What would you
in
do?
the roof start raining, if I'm at work, only thing I could do is go to my supervisor or whoever and be like, listen, I have a family emergency, I gotta go see about home.
Okay.
That's the
But
first
you wasn't
thing.
there when it happened, right?
It don't matter, I could go to
But you
supervisor.
you wasn't there when it happened, but you came up with a solution to fix
Yeah,
it.
but that's being
Ah.
logical as a man. I ain't talking about
Oh,
that's not super. See, that's not really the debatable aspect of what we're talking about.
right. It's virtually the same thing.
No.
Because it's something that happened.
No,
It's something that happened while you wasn't around, but you was able to fix it.
but that's something that's not gonna have her emotionally scarred. That's gonna always mess up or come up in your relationship. That's gonna
No.
toxic.
No. That's not what I was saying.
Oh.
I was going with what you said, that you wasn't around, but
I'm
you couldn't
talking-
fix it.
Now I'm talking about. See, I'm talking on a different level of somebody that been through multiple relationships before they got to you, and they didn't do the healing themselves. They just thought that by being with somebody else, that's gonna fill the void.
I personally believe that all that's just garbage. For real, for real.
Oh, that's garbage?
Mhm.
Please elaborate. I like to hear.
Because listen, whatever happened to you before you got here, you wasn't doing right. Everybody tries to be like, oh well, you know, he was nothing or she was this. No. What was you doing that honestly made this like this? Like, see, people don't be real with themselves. You understand? They sit there and blame everybody else, but will never look in the mirror and be like, well, you know, and I did that. I had to reality check myself.
Okay.
Like, my man, listen, sometimes you're an asshole. I'm still am to this day.
Right.
You're an asshole. Listen, you don't listen. You always think that you're right. You're right. No, it's not that I think that I'm right. I'm always right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then it's like, sometimes you gotta just really sit back and think like, damn,
Yeah.
was I really this much of an asshole? Did I deserve this? Because logically, I'm thinking like, yo, I'm not doing nothing wrong. She's emotionally talking to me, but I'm not getting her emotions because logically, I don't care.
Or probably because logically you just think about yourself. There we go.
And then it's like, what about now? Like, do I want to do the same goofy shit that I did? Did I learn?
There we go.
Am I logically thinking that I'm doing right?
Okay.
Or am I just sitting here playing on her emotional intelligence?
Judge said she was trying to find a show, but she tuned in. How about, so DJ, you asked the question. We would like to hear.
Hold on. It says, what if the trees in the hole... Yo.
Mark, you asked the question. We want to hear your logical opinion on that, since you asked it.
Okay, what's the question?
You asked the question.
Bruh.
Yes, you know I was gonna say that anyway.
No, it's hot as shit in here. What nigga is cooking.
Yeah, I think men should be more logical. I don't. I think it should be equal. We both should have logic, you know, and I don't know.
What would be a woman's logic, though?
What would be a woman's logic? Coming
Yeah.
home, dealing with the kids. A woman's job is never done.
My man, I can't believe that you about to sit there and really say that. Why? Because you don't deal with your kids either. As a man, men deal with their kids too.
No, I deal with my kids.
I said as a man, men deal with their kids too. So you can't use kids because a woman can't say, "Oh, I go to work and I come home and then I gotta feed everybody." No, get that garbage out of here. Stop that.
Well, she can't go to the hospital and birth a baby. How can you do that?
She can go. She can't have that baby unless you put that baby in her. Without a man, life is not possible.
And you
That kills that right there. Next.
No, she has to have stability.
Yeah, but elaborate on this.
Yes.
So stability part, like, alright.
Like she's like the one that keeps the house together. You're out there making your moves and stuff, and she's in there keeping the house together. Even if she has a job,
Okay.
she's in there doing her work 24 hours a day.
What is she
Something
doing?
goes wrong, she doing. Yeah.
What?
Her work is never done.
What are you? What are you saying, Chan? Because I'm confused.
I'm saying men are more logical, women are more emotional because they swear they have a lot of more stuff than a man on their plate. They gotta worry about once a month.
What?
Okay. Wait a minute. Y'all the
I don't know.
watermelon and we grow it.
Yeah.
We the what?
Y'all the plant, the watermelon and we grow it. Okay.
I don't see how you understand.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I don't. I don't.
I guess where he coming from it is more of like, okay.
Okay, wait, let me say something.
Go ahead.
You know, where I grew up,
Uh-huh.
the man was the logical one. He was always out working. The lady stayed home and took care of 11 kids. Made sure we had clothes, made sure we had food, made sure we had furniture.
You talking about more like a traditional aspect.
Yeah.
Well, see,
And now people get over here and then break the tradition.
well, it's not so much people breaking the tradition, it's that,
Right, it's fucking here.
it's just that the tradition has changed generationally.
Yeah.
What up? No, I'm good. The tradition, the normal way of, like the man go out there and work.
Is that you on like that?
No, I don't think so.
It sure is.
I thought it turned off. But anyway, the normal way. I mean, I agree with like the traditional
gender
roles.
roles.
Yeah, because traditionally back in our time when we was young, right? We grew up with the understanding that traditionally the man supposed to be the hardest worker, keep the roof up over the house with the kids and the family, take care of the bills, and the woman supposed to stay home, nurture the kids, raise them X, Y, and Z. While the husband get a chance to come when he get a chance to and spend time with the kids, take them to the park, blah, blah, blah. But see, this is the problem. This is the problem where sort of like that goes bad. Because if, as men, right, we are, and then let's go back to the old school traditional way. How do we just broke it down? Old school traditionally, you was taught as a man per se, right, to go out there, work your body to the ground. At the end of the week or two, go get paid, pay your bills, right? Go home dead tired, right? You can't, your woman wanna make you feel happy. Some days you don't wanna do nothing. The kids wanna go to the park or go somewhere. You're gonna be so burnt out from work, hard, work down to the ground, to where you don't wanna do nothing but sleep. Now your kids is sort of looking at you like an absent dad, but you're there physically,
Okay.
And
You're there more monetarily.
Yeah, like you're a physical body with no activity with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that old school way and that old traditional gender way of how the way we used to do things don't work no more because economically it will not never make no sense. You'll run your damn stuff through or pass the ground trying to be the sole provider if you're not a millionaire or close to it in some sort of way. Now some people can do it,
Mm-hmm.
but is it worth it is the whole question. When me and you, sweetheart, could work together, you get a nice job, I get a nice job. We come up with a smart solution in the middle, so we can make money on the side, so we can start working towards working less, enjoying our life together, have a great time with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it just the old school way traditionally don't work with this new modern way of living and the economics of it.
Man, listen, it only doesn't work because there have been weak mofos that decided to put the woman above the man. And once they did that, that just changed the whole balance of power.
Well,
That's what happened.
I can agree with you with that, but yeah, I think
There was never, like, it's always been a king as the ruler. Everybody else was to follow suit in that castle. Mutiny in a king's castle, guess what happened? They meet an executioner. The head's on the block and they chop.
Yeah.
Now look, it's just whatever.
But also you gotta understand this one major thing too.
But
A lot of men is not king. A lot of men out here in this world, men being grown boys. And a lot of times, a lot of these women sometimes go into a relationship with these grown boys and try to raise them to be a man. When the thing is, that never was their job in the first place. Their job was to come into that man's life and be with a man, loved by a man, cared for by a man, uplifted and supported by a man, as well as she's supposed to do with that man.
but
and you know who that man is?
Holla if you hear me.
That man's her father.
Well, see, this is the thing.
nope.
The thing is, see, what I'm talking about is a lot of women. There's a lot of women out here these days, right? And so, I'm gonna say I ain't gonna say, you know what I mean?
You said a lot. A lot is a lot.
Yeah, a lot. You know,
That's
I'm just
That's not saying you're not.
Yeah,
that's general.
It's not
Yeah.
discriminating.
Yeah, it's a general statement.
And the problem.
The feminist movement ruined traditional roles. Thank you. They will be equal to men in careers, but want men to pay all the bills. That's wild. Thank
That is
you.
absolutely true.
Thank you.
That's all. That's all. I mean, me, like I said, I don't agree with this, with the, what you call that, the feminist movement, because sis is right, you know. This
Right.
movement has been very damaging to the dating pool and to relationships or any sort of real.
But the feminist movement didn't start it. It's dudes who were feminine dudes who started this and was just sitting there like, oh yeah, well, you know what? These women are right. No, they're not. They're
It's
not.
women.
My man.
If some dudes agree with them, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
hell
agree
no.
with that. Some women do. Some dudes agree with them. But there was a lot of women. There's a lot of women that was with that movement and started thinking they could be just as equal as us,
You
but they
can.
should be treated equal as we should be treated.
Now
equal.
listen, when it comes to money and stuff like that, okay, cool. But you being equal to a man, that can never happen. Because if a man get punched in the face, he's gonna be alright. You get punched in the face, your shit's gonna get reconstructed.
But see, the problem is also that we run into today in this society is this.
Mm-hmm.
Every woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some women that dated a few guys that wasn't on their level, and they knew that these guys wasn't on their level, but in their mind they see this guy that they finna pursue and build with as a project,
Mm-hmm.
and they just looking at the project foundation, knowing it's terrible,
Right.
Knowing it's going to be a bad idea, but they still go with it anyway because it's the easiest way out. So when it's all said and done, some women, oh well, at least I tried. Knowing you tried the wrong way when it's a good guy that you could go the right way with, they don't choose that. So I don't choose.
But in their head, that good guy is not the guy.
That may be so, but see, this is where the problem coming at. They keep on bumping their heads with the wrong projects. So by the time they get to that man that they really want to settle down with, what happened?
Hell, as you said, then you had welfare, which destroyed black families. You could get assistance if a man wasn't in the home. Yeah, I think that destroyed the black families. I think it was like in the 50s. No, I want to say 50s.
I don't know. And you have children always at the
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they weren't paying black men equal to whites during that time.
Yeah.
Exactly. Then you have Chuck that's always at the border. Yeah, well, listen, champ.
But hold on, but but then the women, right? They give all these losers, right? Then when they finally get their eyes, they finally sit down and talk to a decent man that have a plan that is solid to his core and has substance with them.
Yeah.
What?
You're loved. It's
Man,
okay.
that's solid to their core and has substance with them and move with purpose. Not
They
with
don't want that
purpose.
dude, right?
They scared. It's not they don't want him. They scared of him.
No, they don't want him because they already know, like, yo, logically, he's already too far advanced.
Yeah.
This is not something that I can build. I can't toy around with him.
Yeah, they scared. They get scared. You know what I mean? And that's where the problem comes at. Because then even say if they take that guy you want to start dating him, right?
Right.
Okay. Men strive because they trauma with their past bad experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Her and that man gonna bump heads. Why?
Right.
Because she's so already used to dealing with bad experiences
Mm-hmm.
and the unknown, but to her this is norm.
Mm-hmm.
That by the time you start doing the manly things around the house,
She don't respect that.
she don't understand that.
Okay, yeah.
It's not that she don't respect. She don't
understand. Yeah. That's what I meant to say. My bad.
She don't understand that because it was never shown to her.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest supporter of any male to female, don't matter, in their lifetime, usually is the sign of some good, strong, masculine support and energy. That comes from a father, a brother, or whatever the case may be, that showed her the right way masculinity supposed to be used.
Right.
Man.
And that's if the father's
And that's it. Yeah. But then there's some women that don't have a father that's ill.
Yeah.
They're ill too. So
They got good support system.
sometimes it's not always about that. DJ, next question.
Move on.
okay.
He said something hurt. I don't know. Go ahead, man.
All right. So
Yeah, you can take that fuzzy thuzzle off of your joint.
It's like blocking this.
Yeah, cause you'll be back here talking, and then that joint be like, yeah, Luke,
Yeah,
I
okay.
am your father.
all right. How do you take a woman's delivery of what her thoughts of you are about?
That just didn't land correctly to me. He just break it down a little slow.
How do you take
I think it's a read out
a
those stories.
woman's delivery of what her thoughts
Of you.
Of you.
Like, a woman tell you, listen, I thought that you was gonna be this, but you're this.
Right.
How would you take that? How would you take her criticism of you?
Okay. I'm trying.
Me personally, I'm at a point where I might sit there and listen. But you're not about to sit here and bash me and make me seem like I'm nothing. No. I'm gonna listen. You got about a good 10 minutes to explain your feelings, maybe 5, depending on how far you going. And if you really talking, like if you just saying you make me feel this way, no. But if you really explaining and expressing and I can see it truly in your face that this is affecting you or affecting us, I'm gonna listen. But if you just sitting here telling me well, I feel, guess what? I feel like having ice cream. You see? The I feel doesn't work.
Right.
But your true feelings is gonna show, okay, cool, I'm gonna listen. And I'm gonna figure out how we're gonna fix this. If there's no fixing it, cool. You understand? We can go our ways. But if we can fix it and not get back into the situation, then we good.
Well, it depends on I can take. Before when I was younger, I used to couldn't take structural criticism. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, I'm thinking, oh man, you coming, it's a form of disrespect, or it's a wrong way of interacting, and you don't know how to engage with me, in a conversation. So sometimes, even hearing the things I need to hear, what's funny?
No.
Sometimes hearing the things I need to hear, I used to get, like destructively mad, but now, older version of me understands that everything I do or say doesn't mean it's right. The world doesn't evolve around me. I could be not always the best person I know I can be. So sometimes, me having to sit down and hear the ugly truth makes sense. Now, as long as it's coming from a respectable base,
That'd be the problem. That'd be it right there.
Yeah, like respectable base, I could get with all day. But once it becomes from a disrespectful base, it's like, how could I sit there, even if you had good intentions, rock with that?
Right. Rock the boat, but don't rock the boat,
Let me put another spin on that question too. Yeah, no. You gotta answer the whole thing.
Yeah, can we get an answer from you?
No.
Huh?
Yeah. I'll just listen.
Okay.
I'm always open to ideas.
What? Answer? Wait a minute, what happened?
That's a short story. He said he was just listening. He always open to ideas. I think answer that question. So he
Okay.
Sit there and let her talk. Hey, what was the next question?
Okay, so now, when you get into a situation like that, do you listen to respond, or you wait to hear the whole thing and then respond?
I listen.
Or do you listen to get angry?
Me, period. I listen to understand.
Okay, and do you pick parts out of it that makes you angry and then go back?
No, it depends.
Wait, say that again.
Do you listen to get angry? Do you listen to respond? Or do you listen to understand?
Well, as a natural human, you're doing all three. Anybody that says they're just doing one is lying. You're listening. No, it's the truth.
No, it's not. Okay.
It is.
No, it
How? What do you mean it depends? How are you not listening to something to understand, to respond to it, and then to get mad, my man? There's no way possible that you're just gonna sit there and be
He's right.
There's no way possible that you're gonna just sit there to understand.
There's some parts when you walk away, you're gonna pick out for yourself and say,
and then when you by yourself, that shit gonna make you mad because you're like, yo, I can't believe. But then you're gonna have a talk to yourself and be like, okay, yeah, I understand. And then, it's all gonna be all three.
No, I don't think so. I disagree I highly disagree because I'm just going from my perspective. Like, if I'm talking to somebody, right, and we having a general conversation, you come at me with some sort of conversation that
But that's not where listen, you're talking about a general conversation. You're not actually listening to the question that this man is presenting to
So
you.
I'm listening, but
You're talking about a general conversation. He's talking about a relationship saving wise, not a general conversation. General conversation is like some date. No, that's not what he's getting at.
And so in a relationship form, I'm still listening to understand because I listen to understand the conversation because the disconnect or the misunderstanding came from somewhere. You know what I mean? So me just trying to just like you right in your aspect.
Because you got to do all three phases.
But it
You might-
depends. if I just get to the point of, okay, my first response will always be
Okay.
listen to understand. Because
Mhm.
if I'm listening to understand what you're saying to me,
You want to see where God is, okay?
yeah,
Some people just listen to response because they really don't care.
about what you are saying. So I listen to understand.
Okay.
Because sometimes even when people come at you or be very frustrated with you, they not coming. Sometimes they don't know how to have conflict revolutionary skills to come at you decently. So they raw emotion hit you, boom. You know what I mean? Because that's all they know.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't have conflict revolutionary skills because
I'm listening to respond and understand, but have to get to the point before
I saw one.
my.
But I listen to understand first. I mean, unless there's a part of the conversation that we having where it becomes okay. Now you stepped out of line, getting disrespectful. Now we gotta.
But that's the same thing I just said.
Yeah, no, I'm
you
saying.
do all three in the conversation.
Most
Whether
of them,
people believe it or not, you do all three. You listen to understand, right?
Yeah.
What was the other two?
Listen to understand.
Get
Or
mad.
respond.
Yeah, and you listen to understand, you listen to respond, and then you listen to get mad.
Yeah, it depends
You
on
do
what it is.
all three. You do all three phases. You might not do them all three at once, but you do it.
It's all in your brain. It's still
Yes.
in your brain to do it.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean,
To understand what Chuck Spanish? Yo.
I mean, to me, it's more like I said, man. Like
You always cooking this guy.
it all comes down to conflict revolutionary skills. And a lot of people lack it. because-
Conflict resolution.
Yeah, conflict revolutionary skills. Huh?
What do you keep revolutionary?
Yeah, because it's a revolution that could come to this problem. You know,
A resolution.
resolution, whatever. I say it different, but
That's in Spanish.
no, but it's a revolution that could, resolve this problem. You know what I mean? Some people don't have that critical type of thinking, so the
True.
first thing that triggers them will be their emotions.
Yeah.
You know, DJ, you got another question back there?
Yeah. What do you think of a woman that thinks like a man?
She needs to go. She needs therapy.
Damn, man. Like, yo, you didn't even give it a chance.
Word.
Like, she
That's
need
straight
therapy, bro? Like, what's up, man?
Listen to what he just said.
I heard what he said.
Yeah, what do you think of a woman?
I heard what he said.
Yeah, you heard, right?
Yes.
So she needs therapy. Strap it down. You need therapy.
First off, I don't really think there's no woman on this planet that can think like a man. I'm sorry. It's just a saying, but no, you can't think like a man. You may think that you can think like a man, and the fact that you thinking like that, no, you can never think like us. Like, I don't think none of us can ever think like the other gender.
No.
That's why we're not them.
Right.
Nah, I disagree with that. And
Why? You think you can think like a woman?
Hold on, wait a minute. Check me out. I think that. Wait a minute. All right.
What happened?
No, I was reading a comment.
What was the comment, Jen?
That was a disclaimer comment.
Oh.
But anyway, I believe a woman cannot be and walk in the same shoes as a man. No, because walking in our shoes is very tough. It's not easy. But could a man sort of now get a perspective of how the way a woman could possibly be thinking about a situation? Yeah, he could. And same thing as a woman could do with a man.
See, thinking about a situation and thinking like them is two different things. That's not what he asked.
But a woman, listen.
You're missing the boat, brother, once again.
No, listen what I'm saying. A woman could think like a man in a way the man could think like a woman. Because even though it may conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are the best players on this earth?
Who are the best players?
Mm-hmm.
Like, in what sport?
I'm talking about in the dating world. In the dating world, hold up, wait a minute, we got a question.
Let's hear it.
I don't think a woman should think like a man. They should understand a man more than anything. I disagree. We are not men. There's no way. We should know.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean? I ain't saying, it's completely. I just believe that some women could think like a dude in some sort of circumstance.
I don't think none.
I think they could. And some dudes could pretty much think like, all right, now I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me see why she's thinking like this. What you know what I mean? Like,
No, that's trying to understand the person. Trying to understand the person and thinking like them are two different things.
well, no.
It is.
All right. Well, okay, we may have to disagree with that. But, you know what I mean? That's cool. All right. But, hold on, you do have valid
'Cause it's like,
arguments with that.
How can a woman sit there and honestly think like a man? Like let's just really scientifically break this down.
Any
Like,
trait
how?
that a woman has will be picked up and learned from a man. Okay.
When they gave them equal, when they said that they were equal to a man, that's how they figure they can do the man shit.
When they said they
Like
was
they give them the same jobs, them playing the same sports.
Being equal rights as a
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I haven't seen a
remember,
woman.
there was a time when the women couldn't vote, only men.
Right.
Vote. Yeah.
My man Pat be mad about that. He said, that's the problem right here. Since we let these bitches vote. He get mad.
Oh, man.
But no. Listen, I feel like we can't think like a woman and women can't think like us. I don't think it's possible, fam, because you gotta think. Women think of some weird type of stuff. And in our heads, we thinking of some weird type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? She's not about to sit there and think about what you're thinking about. You might be thinking about taking over the world. A woman not thinking about that.
Yeah, you're wrong. Some do.
Which women? How many women? Okay, let's just do it like this. In the history of life,
Okay.
how many women were really in charge of something that really mattered? Okay, I give you Cleopatra, Queen Elizabeth. They only became these people because of what?
They
Their
were
lineage
ties.
became
Yeah.
from a man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
all right then.
Yeah, right
Like,
there.
like, okay, I'll give women that. But as far as us all thinking, no. I'm never gonna think like a woman. It's physically impossible.
Oh, okay.
Cause that's like the dude that's out there and was like, oh yeah, I'm a man and I'm pregnant. Yo, pack him up. Get out of here.
Those
How could you do that?
Those are people that be thinking they could be.
Like, no, exactly. No.
Thinking like you could be and just having a logical base of.
I agree with
Having a
Yo,
logical
listen, first
base
of all, you
being-
out of pocket. Okay,
Thank
no
you.
one calls me that.
Have a logical base of thinking logically in a way of seeing like, all right, well, I
Yeah.
it's different. Okay.
Okay, I got a question.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Interesting.
I've been pondering this question
So,
for
lay
a
it on
couple
the table.
days. Are y'all ready?
But we ready for you to ask it.
How much wood could a woodchuck if a woodcut? Nah. DJ, hit us with another question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Pause.
So what is a pivotal moment in your life that shaped you to the person you are now?
Definitely believe we went down that road. But
A pivotal moment? No, I don't think so. What is a pivotal moment? What's a moment? Me and my sister call you. I'd be like, let me tell you that.
If you back in LA with
Yeah.
that grocery bag.
The pivotal what was the pivotal
That's
moment
hilarious.
in my life that altered me to the person I am today? I want to say, this goes back to before I even moved to Pennsylvania, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of started when I lived in New York and the situation happened. And one of my homeboys, I was pretty much beloved by a lot of people.
She sells.
Pretty much beloved by a lot of people. When allegations and false rumors were spread, I saw how fast the so-called love turned into hate real fast.
Mm-hmm.
And from that moment, I just sat back and just started thinking, like, wait a minute, what I'm doing here, man?
She sells.
This, you know what I mean, like, what I'm doing here, you know what I mean, like, this can't be my life for the next 20-something years,
I was
you
about
know?
to say.
Because, you know, like, this is just I'm not gonna get nowhere with this type of path.
I bet you can't say 7 sizzling sausage or sizzling in a saucepan.
These dudes, you know, and these sort of models and stigmas I follow is only doing nothing but destroying and destructing my life and not making it the most happy, you know what I mean, most improved life, because I'm over here thinking, yo, this is things I should be doing, this how I should be going.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, in a lot of ways, it showed me that, hey, yo, bro, this ain't it. So from that point on, I just started, you know, working on myself. Want to do different and want to do better, because I realized that life gets better once you start thinking and wanting to do better.
Right.
You know, staying constructed into the past will only render bad results. So I just started, you know what I mean, little by little, just moving more and more towards positivity and a better goal. So that pretty much what changed me and carved me into the man I am today.
I'm gonna say leaving me, virtually, I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Just leaving New York made me a better person. Chuck always trying to be serious and segue out. I wanted to say that really 3 times fast. You can't. But leaving New York, son, it definitely made me a better person, because it gave me a different outlook on life. You understand? I thought what I was doing there was it, and I was gonna be, you know what I mean? Nah. Once you grow up and you realize that, like, what I was doing wasn't it, yeah. I feel like where I'm at now, I'm at the best space I ever been in life. Like, it gets no better, but it can get better. And I'm moving towards better. I got the right circle around me, the right group of people, so I can only go up.
That's correct.
And I got my lady, hey, and my cat. My cat is crazy. Shout out to Princess Mahogany Woodruff. She's crazy.
Okay. All right.
My cat's a gangster.
All right.
Well, my pivotal moment was when I was about 11 years old. I think I was a little bit older than 11, like 13, 14.
You just told that nigga no, you don't want none of his candy. Now you eating all his candy.
What's that, Mark?
Yeah, when I was 13, 14. And you know how we used to dress, and I didn't have the money for the clothes, just to borrow clothes. You know, and I always wanted my own stuff. So I remember knocking on this guy's door, asking him, no, he was already washing the car. I was like, you want me to finish that? And the lady down the street was already came around to do her leaves. So you want me to rate that? And then ever since then, I've been making money. Got any money?
Yeah.
Alright.
Damn, I.
Yeah, she's out. But
Yeah, but ever since that, I've been making money. So it kind of changed me into the person that I am today. I've learned so many skills that can do so many different things off of me just going out there and broadcasting myself saying I could do this. But, you know, I couldn't at the point in time because I've never done it before, but I've learned it on the way of doing it.
Okay. Alright. Amazing. Well, I say what? If you could live a different life than the one you're living now, how would it be? And what would it look like?
You know, it's crazy you asked that question because my question is kind of similar to that.
I don't know.
If I can live a different life,
If you could live a different life, how would it be and what would it look like?
I have no idea.
Wow. If I could live a different life, how would it be and what would it look like? I would,
You have to.
I did.
It's cooking.
my life would be very different in a way because if I could have,
in my eye and that's pissing me off.
if I could have a certain set of finances
Wow.
in a way, I would definitely, I live more somewhere like somewhere like countryside. What it would look like?
Wait,
Oh,
what did
man.
I miss?
I said, if you could live a different life, how would it be and what would it look like?
If I could live a different life.
How would it be and what would it look like?
Well, sir, listen, Rogerton is reporting to the bank, and I'm letting them know. And I told my lady we going right to the thing and punt. Yes, she understands. We punt to any of them yachts out there, and it's hers. Boof. There it is.
Also traveling the seas.
Oh, listen.
You said that.
That's not what I said. I said point to any yacht and it's yours. I never said anything about traveling, champ.
Well, you on a yacht, you going somewhere.
Yeah, parking it right there. You know how much it costs?
Oh, shit, man.
How many gas stations you know in the middle of the ocean?
Val said I'll be in a mansion in Georgia. Well, I'll be real. I'll probably be in a mansion somewhere in the south. Definitely. I'll definitely like I don't know, like my life would be so much. If I could just craft it where I like it, it would be so much fun. Like, I'll definitely have me a nice target practice in the backyard, archery and all that stuff.
Yo, my man, listen, you keep talking about archery, but I swear I ain't never seen you shoot a bow yet.
I don't get one. But I definitely be more of a traveler.
You want to shoot one?
What? Not today.
Okay.
I definitely more of a traveler.
He said you want to see a dead body.
I definitely have, I
Like,
definitely have things set.
Like, we stupid rich? Are we stupid rich or we just...
I mean, the life you want to live, how would it be and what it would look like? You know what I mean? The life you want.
Technically, the life I want to live, I'm living now. You understand?
Right.
I'm not living bad. I got a crib. I got my lady, got my kids. Like, I'm cool. Got my cat. You know what I mean?
You that fucking cat.
Yo, listen, my cat the truth.
Man, listen.
She don't play none of that fuck shit. She keep rats away from me and fuck shit from around me.
Listen.
That cat's the truth.
Listen, man. I'm not saying anything wrong with my life, but I'm not living the life I completely want to live yet.
No,
Not at all.
see, monetarily, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm not completely living the life I want to live yet.
Are you living? I got one for you, and this is about to shock you.
What was that?
Are you living the life you want to live spiritually?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I just wanted to get that question because I got him right there.
No, you didn't. But,
Liar.
no. I
I'm
definitely...
cool with the life I have. Right. A little bit of more money and help anybody. But majority of the people, listen, it was etched in stone from the day that you was born how you was going to live your life. A little bit more money, help the world.
I don't think so. I think it's a
What you
life...
mean?
Because I don't believe that. Because the reason why I don't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
because, there are people out there
Mm-hmm.
that's living as if they having heaven on earth. And a lot of times...
And they have money, sir. Monetarily.
I think we saying they do. But what I'm saying is, I ain't saying I'm not. I'm definitely working towards life. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, in a hypothetical world, if I could alter and make changes where I want my life to be,
your monetarily funds would be astronomical.
Not just that, I'll be doing all sort of other stuff. You know what I mean? In a way that I'll love to do on a different sort of playing field.
But you can do all that stuff now.
No.
You just choose not to.
No, I can't. Not yet.
Why?
Not yet. I will, but just not yet.
Listen, a lot of people do what they want to do, and they don't really care about nothing else. As long as they're living their life to the fullest for them.
Who said I care about anything?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I know.
You come on.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying living your life to the fullest that you want to live it to versus monetarily, nah. My man, I'm living the best life I can live right now.
I'm living good, but I could definitely
we can all improve.
Yeah, definitely.
We're constantly working towards goals to improve our lives, for sure.
Yeah, but
that's big facts.
I definitely have a different type of life and vision. That's for damn sure. But anyway,
I just want to wake up with a different broad every day. Mountains of cocaine, 400 million. Nah, I don't want to do it.
I mean, just
nah.
Sometimes
that'd be that Vegas life.
That's crazy. Nah. Okay.
I just want to live the life I'm living now, fam. Because only difference, I just want to have more bread. That's it. That's the only thing. The life I live now is cool. Nigga, I'm driving around in foreigns. I have a house. I got a cool cat, cool woman, great circle around me. Everything I need is good. Like, I don't know what else. Only thing that can get great is the dividends, the ducats,
I can think about
the enchilada. The food is going to be the same everywhere we go.
I don't care about.
I mean, food just going to get more expensive.
Yeah, sure.
I done spent $200 on a steak, and was it great? No. I spent $15 on a steak, and it was greater.
Yeah.
So it like,
Yep.
I know what it, like, it's just crazy.
It depends.
Do I want to go on them white sands? Yes, I do. Do I want to see that clear crystal blue water? Yes, I do. Do I want to go over the Boca Raton and chill? Yes, I do. But you know what I do? I go get me a couple scratch-offs, grab me I don't drink beer, but if I do, it's gonna be a Coors. Give me a Coors, put it on my TV as my screensaver, cut the lights off, let my cat do her zoomies down the hallways, and then boof.
I put this question last time we was live, but we didn't fully cover.
Let's hear it.
We didn't fully elaborate, for real.
Well, kick me out the question.
Okay, ask the question.
Well, we can keep up the questions.
Okay, yeah, I just got this. We ain't finished the
Okay.
thing.
All right. So, what's one truth about life you think everybody needs to hear?
What's one truth about life?
That you think everybody needs to hear?
We about to be canceled. I promise you this. We're about to be canceled. But this is the one truth.
What is that?
There's only two genders in this world. You either a male or you a female. Everything else, y'all can make up.
Yep, that's true.
We canceled. Appreciate everybody. Thank you for joining At This Point podcast.
That's true. But anyway,
Nick,
one truth that everybody needs to know.
that's the biggest truth that everybody needs to know. Now.
Yeah, well, we don't need to know that. You know what I mean?
No, my man, listen, he said that they need to know, that we need to know. We as not in us. We as in the people in the world.
Yeah. I mean,
like, you know, there's a lot of goofy people out there that think there's a million different, no.
Well, you know, see, the thing is,
they just took that
yes, that's
in a different
the
way.
truth.
It's just that, you know, now these days is different from when our days was prevalent, when we were growing up. Now, you know, a fact was a fact in our current era. You know, now facts could be altered. You know,
Altered to what? The truth is
twist
the truth.
around. I ain't saying truth ain't not true, but I'm saying this is the world we live in now. People,
Yeah.
People alter their realities and you know, because this is what their delusion tells them.
Mm-hmm.
They believe everybody else should be in the same delusional world with them.
I want to drop this interview. This white boy gave it. He gave it up, fam. So this white girl, she was interviewing people. She was like, "Yo, so how many genders are there?" He said there are two. She said, "Well, what if I tell you that people say there's 28?" He said, "Well, listen, that's good because there are a lot of people out here that suffering from mental delusion, mental illness, and all this." Yo, I started rolling because it's the truth. We're not dissing nobody, but fact is fact. Come on, man.
My thing is, look, I don't mind respecting people for what they want to believe in, but
Don't.
Listen, I'm a king in my world, but I'm not gonna be no punk ass in yours. You know what I mean?
Can I get that?
Not by no stretch, not by no form. You know what I mean? With respect goes both ways, and it's okay.
At my sister's job, she had to choose pronouns from this list. This list had 30 different pronouns. How much does she love her job?
The Lord made man and woman, period. Nothing in between. Take it up with God.
Who said that?
That was Val on.
Okay. My pronouns were listed. My pronouns are Your Majesty, Your Excellence, Your Grace. Appreciate you. That's what I'm talking about. See? Candace got it right.
Anyway,
You're loved. You are loved. Somebody loves you, baby. Y'all niggas not gonna back me up?
No, we're not. But
damn, my man, you
no,
emotional.
hold on. Okay. So another thing is
Nah,
we
we good.
I was
Stupid,
I said we'll finish with the question. Grudges. Hold grudges.
Hold grudges?
Is it good to hold grudges upon people that wronged you? And when should
It
you?
depends.
No, I'm gonna tell you what. No, it's not good to hold grudges because as you're holding that grudge, you're giving that person rent-free space in your head.
Okay, agree.
So no, it's not good to hold grudges.
You right.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good answer.
Yeah.
But then sometimes people hold a grudge and don't give a about that person. Just because you have a grudge against them doesn't mean they wronged you, but doesn't mean that they can live rent free. So I get what you're saying. Some people may live rent free. Where did you sucking back? Pause. You gonna bring one of those to the party, huh?
All right, I'll give you the other one.
I mean, to me,
Betrayal.
holding grudges, like.
Oh, wait, hold on. So now, listen. It all depends on what the grudge is. Listen, I be watching certain crazy stuff. This dude forgave a dude.
Okay.
Fan, listen. This dude wiped out his family. My man, he killed his wife. He killed his son. He killed the dude's daughter. He eliminated everything that was close to him. And you know what this man sat there and said to him?
What's that?
He was like, listen, as bad as I want to say something wrong to you, I love you. I'm sorry that you have to be here in this situation. I forgive you. Not appreciate you. I forgive you. I said, what?
But you know what?
Listen, but hold on. I understood him, which made it crazy. I was like, damn. Son, that's when you know that you're growing in intelligence. Because, yo, he took everything this man had. This man had nothing to lose. If that man decided to crash out on a court date and just go ahead and run him over with the car, run the deputies, everybody over, he had nothing to lose. This person took everything he had. He forgave that man.
Yeah, because it was more for him and the Lord than That dude.
Bruh. I was like, yo, this is a great guy.
That's
Now,
hard.
now think about it. He did all of that, and he did it with pleasure released from his mind state. But when he did that, that made the other guy.
And he broke down and started crying.
Yeah, that made the other guy. He might do something like drastic to himself.
Oh, no. That guy is going to die. He's
Regardless,
gonna,
yeah.
no,
but
he's
might
going to
try
die
take
in
himself
jail.
out.
First of all, you touch 2 kids. That right there,
Was a death sentence.
right there automatically.
Yeah.
These wasn't no adults that you did. These were kids. These are 5 and 6 year olds. Fam, what?
The question comes. I want to ask both of y'all this.
Let's hear this. Forgiveness is more for you than them. For sure.
That was my question too. What is forgiveness?
Forgiveness is. Oh, that was your question. Forgiveness is more for you than the person that you feel wrongs you. For instance, case in point. I was talking to one of my cousins today. I was on the phone, crazy butt. And he over here, remember Corey?
Good?
Yeah. Me and him got into a rumble.
Pone said, do you forgive him?
No, hold on, listen. Me and him had, years ago, some high school stuff. Me and him got into it one time, I'll tell you.
You talking about high school stuff?
So listen.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and him got into it at Terry crib, right? Years ago. And
You and Corey, you and Pone?
me and Corey. Listen.
Okay.
So Pone was there. And now we're older, things that passed out, that was a whole different life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, me and him talking, and he's still holding grudges about that situation. I'm like, bro, I'm grown as all heck, I'm past that, bro. Like, me and this man see each other now, it's all love. We even give each other daps and hugs when I see him sometimes. Like, we both come to agree and say, we was both, that was some dumb joke when we was young, that ain't make no sense. But it's all up now, but now, just on the simple fact that, I can't forgive him for his actions and I just can't get past it. I'm like, bro,
Well,
you gotta understand.
nah, I'm with Pone.
Well,
Oh,
let me finish, and please tell me how. I'm like, bro, you gotta understand. We are past that point. I can't. I'm like, we are past that point because, I'm in a different chapter in my life.
Yes.
We all are in different chapters.
Right.
I'm not living no which way by shape, no form like that.
Okay.
So pray God, we'll never be in a situation like that again.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can let that go.
No. I
mean?
feel Pone on that one though.
Okay.
Listen, I feel Pone on it because sometimes just certain stuff, cause it's when certain stuff happen to people that you really favor and you fool with for real, nah, you can't let that go. Just because you let it go doesn't mean that he let it go. He doesn't have to let it go just because you did.
Right.
Y'all 2 different people.
That's right.
So I understand him on that note.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because I've been in a situation like that.
Right.
Where this person let it go. But me personally, I would never, ever, and I haven't let it go. And I'm never going to let it go. Because I feel like once you cross a line in the sand with me, and you jump that line, there's no comeback from that. There's no way possible. I don't care. It doesn't matter what the situation is. There's no way possible for us to ever come back, talk to each other, nothing.
I agree with you on
There's
that.
some lines in the sand. Now, with Pone, maybe Pone feels like that line in the sand was crossed with him, but you don't feel like that.
No, because my thing is, I will forgive and move on, but I will never forget. That's because some people may think,
But he didn't forgive or forget.
Yeah, well, he did. He do now. But see, the power of moving on and be forgiven and understand. Because it just released so much and it frees your mind and your spirit so much. You know what I mean? Negative, toxic type of, you know what I mean, energy that your mind and your body do not need. What body need a horn is that for? You know what I mean?
My man, listen, sometimes some stuff you can never forgive or forget, bro. You just can't.
That's okay.
Like, some people just can't.
Okay. DJ Black, I know you got some more questions you want to ask. Please.
Nah, you need to answer some of these questions, Chan.
He did.
He answered this question?
Yeah.
He did.
Alright.
Yeah, my man, I know, my bad. Go ahead.
This heat coming up out of here.
Okay.
It's a lot of heat coming up off that couch. There
Yeah.
you go.
How do you define happiness today opposed to happiness 10 years ago?
How to find happiness today?
Happiness today poses 10 years ago.
Opposes 10 years ago.
Okay. Ooh, that's kind of good. Happiness today for me. Well, I gotta say, my little twin, me and my little twin, we go through our issues, but that's my twin. We be twinning. Then I got my lady. I got my cat. Never not gonna. Got my Rosie Rose. Then I got my other cat, my Ani Boy. Ani Boy is an asshole. He's an asshole. But no, listen. But that little circle that I have, that's my happiness.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like, then I got my bigger circle,
Right.
which consists of
The peasants.
well, okay, my man. He called you a peasant. That's crazy.
Whatever.
Nah, but it's y'all, you know, the fan, like, you know what I mean? I got my inner circle, then I got my circle. You know what I mean? Everybody has that. Like when, well, not you.
Alright.
No, he doesn't have it right now.
Okay.
Cause like you got your situation, you know what I mean?
Right.
You understand. So that type, like that be happy. But once that happiness stops, it's different. I'm out there in these streets. I'ma let you go.
So
You're not fucking with me.
So
He's you.
what is the difference from 10 years ago?
Oh, 10 years ago, I didn't have this. 10 years
No,
ago,
what was your
listen, no,
happiness?
hold on. 10 years ago, now listen, 10 years ago, I didn't really care, son. I was on one. I wasn't looking for the situation that I'm in. I wasn't planning on growing up
Right.
to what I am now. 10 years ago, man, I was just trying to
Survive today.
Ooh-wee. I was doing wild stuff. But along that way, I met some people. Shout out to my boy Johnny.
Alright.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Johnny. What's up, bro?
He was talking to me. He's like, yo, my man, listen.
Strong.
Da, 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 da. And he was talking to me, and I'm sitting there listening to him like. And then I started thinking like, all right, cool. My boy telling me the truth. You understand? He ain't on no buffuckery. Like, he come from the slums.
Right.
Crazy thing is, I was just with him Friday,
Oh, okay.
and I'm like, yo, fam, look at where we came from. Like, he from the gutter. He from Mass, but he from the gutter.
Alright.
You understand? He was like, yo, look at you, man. He called me by my real name. He called me my government name. I don't knock him for it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because, like, you know me. If you call me by my government name, you know me.
Well, alright. Well, me, let's see, 10 years ago, how the way I am compared to what made me happy then to now. 10 years ago was more.
Plus, I didn't have dreads then either. I still had, like, the Caesar.
10 years ago, I was morally into just still trying to work and thinking, I'm just going to just find this great job I could put my years into and retire from. And that would be my career. And that would be that. And I just thought that was going to be it for my life. And my main enjoyment and fulfillment came from, learning how to be a better person with my daughter. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like that wasn't easy.
never.
You know what I mean? Like from her, being so young, and just me and her. You know what I mean? Thugging in, and I'm like sitting there had to learn the ins and outs of dealing and raising a young girl to a young teenager to a young adult now. You know what I mean? It has been one of the most humblest experience I ever have, but also one of the most inspiring, propelling experience that put me to this point. To make me enjoy new sort of happiness now, knowing that I gave the world one of my best part of me that I couldn't.
I was gonna say this nigga back there crying. I'm too scared.
It just made me feel fulfilled and happy knowing that I gave the world the best 10% of me. That's still out there vibing. I talk to her almost every day. Now I got it, like you said, now I'm pretty much piggyback off of Joffrey. I got a nice, support circle where, everything don't always be as perfect, at all. But it's, it's a progression.
Right.
That, constantly going on in a journey. It's always that much fun every day I wake up and focus on it. Me with the things I do productively from working out, doing content, connecting and networking with people, it definitely took me into a whole new sort of space in life and getting closer to the Lord over everything else. It's definitely one of the most proudest things for myself. I had to talk about a self-centered type of goal and thing I'm working on. Getting closer to the Lord every day is like one of my best things. I say now, in this time of my life, in these 10 years, feel way more better than what I was doing before.
Right. Okay, DJ, let's get an answer from you.
Okay, so my answer is simple. 10 years ago, I had dreams. Today, I live in reality. So, what I'm saying is, 10 years ago, I used to think, wake up and
No, I'm
think,
listening.
10 years ago, I used to wake up and think, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get it? Where am I going to go?
Mm-hmm.
Today, that I'm blessed with another day on this earth, is,
You see where you're
I
going.
see where I'm going.
And where you...
I built the path, the yellow brick road, to where I want to go and what I want to be and what I want to do in life and how I want to see my success. So basically what I'm saying is 10 years ago I was dreaming, today I'm woke and I'm living.
Okay, cool. Next, I woke.
All right.
He said I'm woke. Don't start that movement on this show right here.
All right.
No.
What's the biggest sacrifice you ever had to make in your life?
Man, hamburger. Yeah, hold on.
What's up? Biggest sacrifice I've made in my life,
You gonna, yes.
I will say,
Girl, get out of here.
I'll say the biggest sacrifice I've made in my life was one time I got a place, and this when we lived in Evergreen. I had got a studio apartment.
Yo.
Oh my God, it was.
Yo, people, listen. This is a hilarious story. Cause listen, my man lived in what was it, 3?
I think it was 3.
Yours was 3, mine was 2.
Yeah. But I got this studio apartment in a rush.
Hold on, the DJ, no?
You was there.
Remember when he was the piece of food.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Well, hold on, they finished now.
Damn.
That's disgusting.
Hold up. I got that place on a humbug because I moved from somewhere else. No, I broke up with. I was dating a female. We didn't work out. We was living there, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna find my own place and go my own way.
You gonna give me a couple $.
Yeah. So I moved here on a humbug real fast, right?
Man.
Yo, the junk only had like a small living room, a bathroom, a little hallway.
It's a studio.
Yeah, a little studio. You know what I mean? Like they didn't really have no room for 2, so
Crazy, is my joint? Yeah, my joint was a studio too.
I had to mess around, make that studio damn near somehow,
Trip Real,
some
you
way.
joined the room too late, brother.
I then had to make that studio a 2-bedroom apartment.
You got a couple seconds left.
I slept on the floor and made sure my daughter slept on the bed. And I did that for almost a year and a half,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
and that was like one of the most.
We family, North Carolina. We family. The biggest sacrifice I ever made, son, was sitting there going to fight for my kid. My man, listen, I almost lost my job. I almost lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They told me, these people told me at my job, if I leave and go to North Carolina to fight for my kid, that I will not have a job when I get back. Guess what I did?
Go for
Didn't I
yours.
do it?
Yeah, sure.
I went right down there and told them, listen, when I came back, you know what they said?
What's up?
They gave me 3 days on the street with no pay. They said, we cannot fire you. I said, I know you could. Because listen, this paper right here supersedes whatever you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is court order.
Yeah, Judge said it too, yeah.
Yes, sir. This was court order.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing in my life. Like, where I ever had to weigh out my options.
Mm.
How about you, DJ?
I'm gonna say, my biggest sacrifice actually just happened is leaving what I know,
Mm-hmm.
where I come from,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how I get money and stuff. Leaving that area to come here was the biggest sacrifice because I didn't know where I was going when I get here. Even though I have you guys around, but I didn't know what I was gonna do, how I was gonna get
You
it,
guys.
and stuff.
This nigga's something
Your
else.
brothers and stuff.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, but
I'm just here to bust your
That-
balls.
that-
Bust your balls like the Italians say. Pause.
Yeah, that was my biggest sacrifice because I'm leaving everything that I know.
That you
and I
know
love
and
my
you're
kids.
comfortable with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and separating from my kids was another big sacrifice. The
Bruh.
ones I grew from babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Separating from them was a big. You know, sometimes I go in the corner when I was first got here and sit there and think, and a tear would come down my eye that I'm not with them.
And you tear ass and take back. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I have to stand up on my own too and make something happen. Show them a reason why I'm not there.
Yeah.
And there you see, that's growth.
Yeah.
That lets you know that like, okay, cool, I'm growing. You understand? Instead of just sitting there and trying to flash Gordon, flash Gordon, flash Gordon. Yeah, nah, that's not working. So I got a question.
So wait, hold on.
What?
What do you believe? I mean, if you had to believe, because nobody knows.
Shit.
Nobody knows,
You
but
better sit your
what do
strong
you believe?
Cause you got on these little baby shorts. You think you tough or something?
Shut
I'll
up.
put Yo, who? You felt that? Yeah.
I feel that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, you strong like that?
Nobody really knows,
Damn, that shit hurt.
but
Ah, gotta cut.
what do you believe your purpose is, if you had to say?
Wow.
What do I believe my purpose?
Wow.
Chad.
Oh,
that's
shit.
a question.
Wow.
DJ said, what do you believe your purpose is if you believe you have a purpose?
Everybody has a
Well, I
purpose.
didn't say if you believe your
No,
purpose.
everybody has a purpose.
But what would you say your purpose is today? You really don't know.
No
What would you
one-
say?
Okay, so I feel like no one really knows what their purpose is,
That's what I just said.
but
If you had to think about it yourself, what would you believe your purpose is?
my purpose is to make sure that my bucks are straight, to make sure everybody that I put around me is elevating with me, and I don't know, live life to the fullest. Like, that's all I can feel that my purpose is. Because it was already, I I feel like it was just already etched in stone. Like none of us truly know what your true purpose is. People may be like, "Oh, I know what it is. It's to serve the Lord." No, that's not true. Because he could have been like, the Lord could have been like, "Oh, you think your true purpose is that? That's not your true purpose." Cut you off
Right.
right then and there. Like nobody knows. Great question. Nobody knows. Your purpose is just to fulfill the time that you are here and make sure that you're doing it right. Serving the Lord here and there, cool.
Well, you can't serve the Lord here and there.
Now,
That's
okay,
consistent thing.
listen. People do it. Don't act like they don't.
I ain't saying I don't. My thing, I'm not saying what people do and do not do. What I'm saying is, you know, what I mean, nobody never know their purpose for fully until you find out some sort of way. You'll never know what your true purpose is. You just have a feeling of what you're doing is pushing you towards something. You know what I mean? That's meaningful.
Okay.
Just like some people that aspire to be doctors, NBA players, lawyers, and such. There's a fire they gotta go through and see if they're willing to go through the fire to see it through the other side and, raise that trophy of saying, you know what, I made it. You know what I mean? To get to that point. There are some that say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and see what I'm made of and what is out there for me to accomplish in some sort of way, and they give up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because the biggest thing is, believing in the biggest part of understanding
Yes, sir.
your purpose in some sort of way is believing you got a purpose.
Right.
You know
So
what I mean?
now the question is at hand is, what do you think your purpose
Oh.
is?
What I think.
Hold on. Well, I feel like you kind of
Went off.
answered it a little bit.
No, you didn't.
I want to hear what you say.
No, I want to hear what his purpose is.
I don't know.
If you have to say, you have to say something, what is your purpose?
I'll say through all my trials and errors, I would say probably one of my intuition of my purpose could possibly be
Fitness,
that or just
motivation.
that or probably that in the lane of being a highly successful entrepreneur.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
DJ.
Well, my purpose, I would have to say my purpose is to strive to be
DIY.
do-it-yourself person, yes.
Yeah.
But no, most likely my purpose is to,
You definitely have to be on time.
no, never. Anyway, my purpose is to share what I know
Yes, sir.
with others. Leave a great statement behind.
What would your great statement be? Damn, that just fucked him up.
No, my great statement probably would be, it's not what you know, it's how you do it.
Okay.
And then my other purpose would be to make myself and others around me a better, better people, better understanding people, and try to be on time. So. Yeah.
Time. Okay, so listen. Time is the one thing that
we can never get back.
No. Time is the one thing that every person on this globe and on the planets beyond us, time is the one thing that we all take for granted.
That's the only thing we can't measure.
That's certain.
Well, that's not true.
You can't measure no time.
You can definitely measure
How long
time.
you have to live?
Listen, you can definitely
Never
measure
know.
time. Check this out. Watch this. Listen, because you put little notches in the wall from when your kid was 2. Now, when they turn 5, you put new notches.
Mhm.
Is that not measuring time?
What if they didn't make it to 5?
You can measure time. You can measure time. Time is the one thing that everyone takes for granted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's the one thing. There's only two things on this earth that everybody gets wrong. Time is one, and how to make water. And we cannot produce it. You know what it takes to make it,
Yeah.
but you cannot produce it. Those are the two things on this earth that we always do wrong or don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Because I don't know if I'm leaving this studio tonight and that might be it.
So
I just pray and hope that that's not it.
let me ask y'all this intriguing question.
Let's hear it.
For a few minutes here.
Mm-hmm.
One day,
Yes, sir.
when your time has reached its point, and it has expired, and God forbid, but you meet your maker, and you're not here anymore. But now you got.
What is he gonna say?
No. Now, with that being said, what you want to leave behind as a statement to be remembered by your kids.
I don't know, because it all depends on what you have preached to your kid. I know for sure that Monk ain't going out like a sucker. I know for a fact that's me blood there, okay? Me blood is gonna carry on down, and she's gonna do what I did. You understand?
So the question is, do you want to leave?
I want to leave an intact legacy.
So you want to
okay?
last you want to leave behind when your kids looking at who's my grandfather or my great grandfather was, and they got a chance to reflect on
And
everything that you did, and what you want to leave back and leave with your history.
I want to leave everything. I want to leave the good
or assets.
No, I want to leave everything. Lessons, assets, everything. I want to leave the good of me and the bad of me. Because I don't want you to sit there and just think that I was always good. That's corny. That's not you. That's not me being true to you. I want you to know my life.
Okay.
You understand? Because when we explore history, we learn about the people's lives and what they did, good or bad. Good or bad, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I want them to know everything.
Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to leave no stones unturned.
Okay.
None of that. So they'd be like, well, you didn't know. No. Everything. I want to leave assets. I want to leave legacy. You understand? Some people feel it's more important to leave assets, but then you have a lot of people. Okay, I want to say it's like 50, 55. I mean, on 100%, it's like 50, 45, 50, however that turns to 100. But some people feel like it's more important to leave assets,
Mm-hmm.
and then some people feel like it's more important to leave legacy.
Yeah. That's true.
Like me, I'm on the fence. I want to leave both. If I can leave and I have both, then I'm going to leave both. If I can't leave both, just make sure that the people that I left you around can tell them kids about that legacy.
All right, DJ Blackham, how about yourself? What is your opinion on that?
What's the question?
The question is, what you want to leave behind as a legacy? Lessons, or assets?
Actually, I'll go over what Ludo said. I would like to leave everything, but more of lessons for you to learn from. More of things saying that you don't need nobody to do what you need to do. You know, and assets really doesn't matter to me because you're gonna get it anyway.
Well, probably sometimes no.
No, but I'm talking about you. If you're talking about assets like home and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, okay. Well, me,
Because you can never take it to the grave. So if you leave it, then your kids leave it. What's gonna happen to it? It's just gonna go to junk.
no, not just that. I look at it in a different sort of like for instance, like, well, when it's all said and done, and I got my kids, you know what I mean, looking back and reflecting on, well, what did
Yeah, they're gonna say I was a hard worker.
what did my grandpa leave behind? What did what were some of the lessons and what are some of the things, that was valuable that they could use in their current or going for a future that could lead them to some sort of reflection of, what? I had an awesome grandfather, like, and I'll say I lean more towards assets because, learning, I think they're gonna learn how to use some assets to leverage financial wealth.
Oh, watch this.
You know what I mean? And it could help them.
What kind of assets are you leaving?
Well, what kind of assets I like to leave?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Definitely owning some land.
Okay.
Owning some properties.
Okay.
Definitely, would love to have some sort of stocks I could pass down. Sorry, and
Okay.
yeah, you know what I mean. And even if it don't happen in a perfect world, like, oh well, I just left every single thing is perfect. No, I want to leave something monumental about me that could, resemble when they think about their grandfather. You know what I mean?
That cowboy hat.
Yeah. When they think about the grandfather, they can
They
you
gonna
know
be
what?
like, Mom, tell me about Pappy Cowboy.
Because think about it, they start getting older, and they gonna want to expand out in life on their own. And I want to be able to have some sort of assets they could go to, and they could sit there and be like, you know what, this got passed down from my grandpa. This one, you know what I mean. We could go to this. And even if it's a home,
You gotta do business.
or
see,
homes or business, you know what I mean?
generational wealth
Homes or
is
business.
what you're explaining.
Pretty much it is. But I'm saying, like, at least they have something to reflect on that's tangible that they could use. So when they look back, like, you know what? Yo, he did all this hard work and this was resulted to. And we appreciate it. We appreciate that because
He said, "Who the baby of this chocolate person?"
they be like, yo, we appreciate. They be like, we gonna appreciate that because, you know what I'm saying? It'll keep on trickling down or help them because growing up, that wasn't pretty much. That was pretty much, put in my sort of situation, not our situations, And if that was sort of in our situation, our card in some sort of way, I believe, it could have been definitely, highly,
Welcome
profitable.
to this point
So,
podcast.
that's just how
It's your boy Jaffe.
Well, at this point,
Well, nobody else said their name, but
what's the moment
appreciate
in
everybody
your
for
life?
watching.
Say it again?
No, wait. I'm in the wrong.
I said your boy Jaffe
How about y'all?
At this point,
and DJ
what
Black Thought.
moment,
And DJ Black Thought.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
at what moment were you glad you took seriously at the time?
Excuse me?
What moment in your life were you glad you took seriously at the time?
Good question. One moment was I glad that I took serious at the time. How dare you, sir?
That's an intriguing question, huh?
Boy, it's hot as I'm gonna
Cool
get
down.
country on it in here. It's hot as two pigs wrestling in the mud with no shit to cover them. Damn. I'm
I
gonna go second.
say I'm glad I took serious more of started learning how to invest into myself more, learn new things. Look at instead of looking at just being just a worker at a job, trying to work towards being invasive and creative to create my own sort of wealth. You know what I mean? And working on expanding on that day by day. Because at the end of the day, you can put all your hours and your Monday through Fridays and all your effort into a job, but it takes nothing for them to just snap their finger and say, you know what?
You're done.
You out of here, son. What? I came here, I've been working here for this amount of time, and I sacrificed that. Thank you, but you know what? We got somebody there. You do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What's a moment you were glad you took serious at the time?
A moment that I take serious.
That you was glad you took serious.
That I'm glad I took serious. DJ, let me get your answer. Go.
One moment I was glad I took serious is when I went to court.
Yo. There you go.
You can do a 1 to 3, or you can. I'm like, hey, you know what? Or you can stay out of trouble for 1 year, and shit. No trouble. I ain't want to go outside.
He said, I ain't even jaywalking.
He said, shit. She talking about go to the store. They deliver. One moment that I took serious that I'm glad I took serious. When I found out I was gonna be a pops, man. I feel like that's the one moment that. Yeah, but nah, some people don't take that serious, right? When I found out that was the situation, I took that serious. Cause I'm like, coming from where I come from and didn't have that, I'm like, yo, listen, minds will never know. That, hell no. That I took serious. So that's the one moment.
Okay. So now, what's the hardest truth? What's the hardest truth you had to accept about yourself?
What's the hardest truth I had to accept about myself? Chad, what's the hardest truth?
What's the hardest truth that
you had to accept about yourself, Chad? What is the hardest truth?
that I'm dark skinned? What's crazy is, hold on, listen.
No, we can't
Listen. At the time, chicks wasn't checking for dark skinned dudes. At this time, chicks were checking for the light skinned dudes, but I already knew I was ill. I knew that the light skinned guppies couldn't offer what the Mac Daddy or the Mac Daddy was offering. And I never let that waver from me being me. You understand? Like, there's errors. Light skin is in, dark skin's in, baggy jeans is in, skinny jeans is in, stuff like that. It was errors. But I knew couldn't nobody hold the candle next to me. I don't give a damn how many candles you have. You will never outshine the king. Huh? Because your peasantry will show through. This royalness,
So we do it. You go over.
this royalness will show. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I got a lot of light skinned friends too.
Okay. What was one truth I had to accept about myself? Let's see. When I was younger, I wanted to be, liked it like that. Okay. I wanted to be,
Yes.
liked it around my pack and joyful with my pack. And the truth
He
is,
found out that he was light skinned.
no, I'm not light
Hack
skinned.
him up.
I'm not light skinned at all.
Bruh, you fit in with the light skinned dudes.
No, I don't. No, I don't at all. I'm 3 shades from being light skinned.
You like what's that nigga?
I'm brown.
Shamar Moore? What's
He's
his
way
name?
lighter than me.
Bruh, you a Shamar Moore ass nigga.
Definitely not.
You ain't no Morris Chestnut nigga.
He's very dark. Well, he man.
Yeah, see how racist you are? You gonna say,
Brown.
man, he very dark
He
skinned.
about. Chestnut. He about.
Morris Chestnut ain't nowhere near your color.
He about one shade darker. That's
One
it.
shade darker.
He ain't dark like that. He not. Uh-oh. But one truth I can say about myself. Fact is, nobody, a lot of people that you think like you like that,
Don't really like
don't really like you. They don't really want to see you succeed like that. They be happy when you fail like
Chuck is
that.
not like. First of all, he's more Shamar. What's his name? Shamari, whatever that light skinned dude name is. He closer to him than he is Morris Chestnut.
Definitely not.
You want to rock, paper, scissors?
I mean, he is darker, but I'm not, you know what I mean, light skinned.
Bruh, you ain't nowhere near Morris Chestnut.
I'm not close to no light skinned dude. Bro, I'm like, I'm
Are you good?
brown.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because we was talking about light skin shit, and I asked the question, you know.
No, I said, the only truth about me is the fact that I'm learning that, you know, a lot of people don't like me. You know what I mean? Like that.
Right.
Because virtually, our answers was virtually the same.
You know,
Okay. So my answer is, motherfucker, you never on time.
Bruh, listen, so that's the truth about you?
Yeah. Every job, that was it.
Every job,
He was like, yeah.
anything you ever did?
The only thing they ever say is, you weren't good, but damn, your attendance is crazy, like shit. Like, you know?
your taste is crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
That's one truth I know about myself. Like, I've never.
At least I'm never
been to a job on
punctual.
time.
He
That's
said,
why.
I can keep the job, but punctuality? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to dock me. Fam, listen.
That's why now I go to work half an hour early.
Another truth, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I could be inconsistent when it comes to maintaining some relationship with people. I could be inconsistent about that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, another truth, I can be inconsistent about doing my health thing. I can be very inconsistent. Like, I ate, I was starting out on my salad thing, doing good. Then I ate a slice of pizza. And then that one slice turned into 2 slices. Then it turned into a zero Coke, a zero Pepsi Zero, whatever. But I'm not really a soda guy.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I want
and then I only had one Pepsi Zero. I
that.
do a soda like once a month. Even though you're not supposed to do it, I'll give it to a soda once a month.
Alright.
Cause them shits be looking good when you open, when you walk past the joint, they sweating and the maple running down their neck. Like, okay, y'all don't have those type of issues.
No.
You guys are not in that category.
Okay. Now, at this point, what's the hardest goodbye you ever had to say?
Damn, bro, I don't even want to talk about that. I'm good.
No, you don't even have to say.
Nah.
Nah, I don't think we
Nah,
need to talk about that one.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, let's ask the chat.
Alright,
Yeah, chat.
What's the hardest goodbye you had to say to somebody?
And 2, them shits is crazy.
Yeah. But you know what, Mark? Before you spin to your next question, Job, when you was talking about, you know, how to make you sort of like cheat on your diet a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what sort of like keeps me consistently, disciplinedly going to the gym a lot?
Let me hear it.
Is I remember when I was a little skinny, sickly kid.
Yeah.
I was skinny, sickly as all heck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one.
Yeah.
I was skinny, sickly as heck, and I used to be like, yo, how the heck in the world can, you know, now I got older, I used to look at mine like, how the heck in the world can you
Yeah.
kill me? You know what I mean? I would pass out, blood pressure shoot through the roof. I couldn't play sports until I got to the age of
Well,
15. But I thought I was still playing sports. But I wasn't really cleared for sports like that. It was bad. So, you know, and
and he's still laughing.
Yeah, it was bad. Like then it's like I started seeing people, you know, like having wild health issues, and I'm like, I told myself like, yo,
Nah, you know what? I have to I have to speak about that, fam.
all right, well, let me finish right quick.
Yeah.
Because you know what I was about to say to you after he finished?
Mhm.
I would say, if you can't speak about it, you can never let it go.
Nah.
But my thing is, you know, like when I started getting older, and realized like, all right, you know what? Like first it just started off just like something to do. Then it's like, you know, I started getting good results. You know, it's like, yo, know what I mean? Like this is more therapeutic for me. I love it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just ever since then it's like, you know. And plus, you know, I be looking around like when your time will come, your time will come. I don't care what you do.
Right. I don't care how in shape you
Your
are,
time gonna come.
whatever, whatever you are.
But it
Is that just
scares
no?
me. It just scares me knowing,
Right.
seeing that. It scares me to death seeing some people that we know and grow with,
Mhm.
natural causes took them because they didn't take it. They didn't take their health serious.
Seriously, yeah.
Right.
I get it. I get it.
All right.
Right. So,
DJ, ask the question again.
what's the hardest goodbye you ever had to say?
I had to say two within the last 3 years. One to my nigga Scratch, one of my best friends. One to my nigga Kendon, another one of my best friends. Only nigga I got left, like out of that pack between us four, is me and my nigga B.
R.I.P. to the bros, man. R.I.P.
You know what I
to the
mean?
bros.
Yeah.
Them two, like, that shit was weird. Carrying Scratch casket, weird. Kendon, I didn't get to do it because my son, he didn't die in America. He died in Trinidad, where he from. He got killed. Scratch, it was a whole different story. His mom died first. That shit took my man over the edge. He just probably stopped caring about life, and then it was just downhill from there. So those are the worst two that I can say.
The hardest goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
Cause it's like these ain't no regular people. These are sandbox dirt dudes.
Yeah.
They ate at my mama's table.
Right.
Mhm.
Like
We fought each other in the backyard.
Like, nah, yeah.
Before we got the paper plates, it's
Right.
all.
Yeah.
Like, nah. And so those are the hard.
You know something?
She said mine, Candace said mine's is on Angela. I was expecting her to pull through.
You know what's funny, bro? That you say that, and I sit back and think about it. My hardest goodbyes was two too. First was my Angela. It was hard. It was a very hard goodbye for me because I just, you know, when I went down there, I was just in disbelief.
You went down to where?
North Carolina.
She buried in Carolina?
She buried in North Carolina.
I thought she was buried.
You know, she wasn't buried at all. She got cremated. She wasn't there.
I thought it was New York.
No, North Carolina. And I went down to North Carolina and I sat down there with Keenan and DeAndre and, you know, I just remember watching them as babies and I'm just sitting there watching them now as grown men and, you know, it's just like, that just really altered. And I'm,
Hold on.
what's up?
The one with the braids is Keenan.
Right.
The one without braids is DeAndre.
Correct.
Right? Alright, cool.
So, well, at one time they both had braids. But, yeah, to sit there with them and listen to
You
them,
just fucked them up with that. He had to look.
Right.
they did both at one time.
No,
have braids,
because I know one of them is my friend on Facebook, and I don't remember which one it is.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Right, DeAndre. But, yeah, but, it just was very,
I was about to say it's the light skinned one, but they both light skinned.
I'm sitting there just listening to them talking as grown men, and I'm just like trying to hold it in, trying to be strong, and Sheila trying to hold it, trying to be strong, and she trying to keep each other up. I seen Sheila just taking a toll on her, and you
Mhm.
know, then it just all came down on me when I sat in the when we went to the funeral actually, and I
Mhm.
see just a mirror of her. It's just like, wow, this real. And
Keenan had locks too.
yeah, and I we should cut them. And it broke me down. Like sat down, looked at I just sat down, looked up, looked at the picture, and everybody getting in their seat. I just started breaking out. Everybody, trying to calm me down, and it was a different feeling, man. And the second of Hearts Goodbye was Kendrick. I was in shock. I just,
Yeah, go child.
I was in big shock.
Like that was crazy.
I was in big shock. I just couldn't believe my mind couldn't wrap around he being gone, and I just couldn't believe it. So it was like that was. I really wanted to say a lot at his funeral, and I didn't, and it just my mind just wasn't really in belief that he was gone.
Whatever happened to the other cousin? What was his son name? I think he was like Spanish or something.
Julio,
Yeah.
he's still around.
My ones are. I never knew the man, but it's kind of hard to say goodbye because
You never knew him.
I never knew him. He never got to know my kids. So I would say one is my father,
Mhm.
and then the next one is my uncle that just passed,
Who?
Uncle Dollar. That was kind of a hard way to say goodbye because me and him used to do a lot together. It's crazy. He even took me a couple
Oh, Letitia, bruh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
Letitia too is the hardest.
Yeah. Well.
Well, I ain't gonna say that. Yeah, she was the hardest because I grew up with her like she's my little sister. I was just, yeah.
All right. At this point,
Oh,
Yeah, bro.
where?
at this point,
Find out.
you ready?
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. At this point, what in your life, when in your life, have you felt the most vulnerable?
What point in my life I felt the most vulnerable?
Like Whopper. Wasn't that T-shirt?
That's Letitia name. That's a
Yeah.
nickname we call
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
Most vulnerable. I
Mm.
think when I first moved out my mom's house, and I ain't had a clue how to go about, being a so-called independent, responsible adult. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just know I was doing something, and I had to do something. I had to figure it out, and never forget my cousin Sheila. She got the house on the other side of Roosevelt, and me and I was talking. She like, yo, because my father's side he called me Little Bo. So she was like, Little Bo, I got this house, and Angel always told me how to watch over you. So time your ass to grow up, you come over here, and that's what I did. And I had some. That's like one of the most vulnerable times of my life because I completely left my mom's house and just took a leap of faith and did not know how I was gonna manage your life
I
and
remember
mature.
you did that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the most vulnerable time of my life.
The most vulnerable time in my life.
You had the Stalowskis.
Oh yeah, no.
Alright.
I too want a Martina never Toulouse. No. I'm gonna say when I did listen to my son, I should have listened to him. You know what I mean? Because he told me some shit, but then it was some older cats that told me the same thing. The most vulnerable time ever in my life is when I got locked up. First time they put handcuffs on me and I was confused. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? What are you guys doing? What is this about? But then at the same token, I'm like, yo, my man, you knew what you was doing. Eventually, just you already knew it was this or that. The decision is yours.
Right.
So at that point, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I can respect that.
You know what I mean? That was the most vulnerable I ever felt. Why? Because I'm away from my people. I'm away from people who care about me. I'm away from freedom, fam. If you ain't never been like handcuffed, locked down for some time, fam, listen, freedom, that's the worst thing that you can be away from. Ain't nothing like being able to just walk away and do what you want to do, eat what you want to eat, none of that now. Somebody waking you up, counting you, and then telling you that it's time to eat, yeah, nah, that was weird.
Yeah, that can.
Stay clean. That's when I was a buck.
Yeah.
I'm not that same person anymore. I'm scared to death. I play everything legit. Police pull me over. Listen, what's up? We pull me over for license registration. Here you go, sir. Why did you pull me over?
Mm-hmm.
You find out what's up.
Well,
I just got it, fam. Like
my
I just,
my
just
most vulnerable time is when I had to turn my back on
Lowe's
my,
car, perfect.
on my boys and went out.
Lowe's car, Phillipsburg. Ooh, sweet baby
You
Jesus.
said your most vulnerable time is when you had to turn your back on your boys and walk out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
to make it, like to do better for myself because it seemed like I was on a downward spiral.
You didn't turn your back.
Yeah,
My boy, listen, you did what was best for you. Doing what's best for you is what's best for them.
That's true.
Like, you had to get out of a situation to make it better. Like, it sounds crazy. Some people may condemn you and be like, oh, nigga, no. Listen, you got out of a situation to where you felt was hazardous and you had to make a change. You made a change.
Yeah.
Stick to your change. Run with your change. But in that change, make sure you're doing what you need to do.
But you felt vulnerable in that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
you gonna feel vulnerable.
Yeah.
My man, because, like, that's where you coming from.
Yeah. I mean, it's
You
a
know what I'm
change
saying?
in your life.
Like, it's not a change.
It is.
That was drastic.
Yeah, but
There's a difference. No, listen. There's a difference between a change and a drastic change.
Okay.
He had a drastic change.
Okay.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Change is like, yo, listen, you coming from here, you coming from New York to Pennsylvania. That's a change.
Culture shock. Yeah, it was a change. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you coming from being in the house, your lady, the kids, and then you coming to Pennsylvania, that's a drastic change, my
Yeah,
boy.
it is.
Because you left everything. Drastic. Like, that's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big change.
Car. Alright.
Yeah. What you said? Alright. Well, go ahead, DJ.
No, that's my answer. But now, my next question is, what's one question you ask yourself often?
One question I ask myself often.
One question I ask myself. Hold on.
One question I always ask myself, bro. One question I always ask myself often is,
Yo.
am I going the right direction with what I'm doing? Is what I'm doing leading me down or towards a better direction than the direction I was going before?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the main questions in a way I ask myself because, everything now to me more than anything, especially have to have a real purpose and meaning behind what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. You know, when I was talking to a good friend of mine, um, my homegirl V Chanel, and you know, we were just talking and kicking it out, and she's like, yo, yeah, you know, because you know, now these days, you know, we doing things and they gotta have a real meaningful purpose behind it. It just can't be for the kicks and giggles. I'm like, you know what, whatever I'm doing, this point forward, it don't matter what it is you gotta have a purpose and meaning behind it. It can't just be, you know, me telling myself, okay, I'm just gonna bull crap around because life is in many ways short, but living your life without any sort of meaning to it
Mm-hmm.
could always make it feel, it could always feel like it's shorter, you know, so it gotta have a meaning. You know what I mean? That's always ask myself, like, how about you? What you tell yourself right there?
Me, I mean, sometimes I wake up, and well, sometimes I wake up. When I wake up, I'll be like, why me? What makes me more important than the next person? And I answer it too.
Okay, what's your answer?
My answer is, I have no idea. But nah, my answer is, I gotta live to make things work for the people around me. So, but basically what I'm saying is, I gotta make, this is my chance to make this day better than yesterday.
Okay, okay. Okay, all right. You know, the biggest enemy one has, and the biggest component one deal with, and the biggest opponent you gotta face every day you get up out your bed and go into the world is never the opposite of what you see physically walking in front of you, meaning another person. It's the person you see in the mirror is yourself.
Right. That's why I always say, why me?
When I say that, it's more towards me saying, like, you know what? I want to beat that person I saw in the mirror and be a better person today than I was yesterday.
Just say that.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's easy to do the easy thing and give up.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, sometimes we all want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be too much depending on what sort of situation you're in.
Right.
And every decision is not the easiest decision to make.
Right.
When I moved here, I did not
That shit was definitely not easy, bro.
know.
Not easy at all.
I moved here, I slept on my mom's floor, living floor for 3.5 months. Had one sheet of paper and said, hey man, you listen bro, I'm gonna make this junk happen. And this one sheet of paper gonna get me wherever I need to go. And about 4.5 months, about 4 months later, I got an opportunity, and I've been pretty much building on that opportunity and revamped and redirect my life ever since then, which sent me into a different and a more positive, productive, direction. I know, like, every time, we chat, y'all hear me, y'all see me, I be like, I praise the Lord and give all glory to the Lord for anything. I always say that, and you always hear me say that, because at the end of the day, my life didn't start changing until I understand this one major thing. I was getting in my own way all the time. I stopped getting in my own way and let the Lord make my way. So that's how I see that. What's up?
Thank you, Jesus.
Alright, we got a few
I don't
more
know.
minutes.
I don't know what happened.
But we're gonna run that question by to Joffrey. Go ahead, Mark.
Bit by a spider.
Mm.
All right, listen. Huh?
Oh. What was one question you ask yourself often?
Oh, what am I doing That is the one question I ask myself all the time. What am I doing? Now, it may sound crazy to people when you say, what am I doing? No, what am I doing? Like, yo, what am I doing? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? Like, am I parenting right? Am I living right? Am I
Yeah.
just everything right? What am I doing?
Right.
Am I doing this right?
Right.
But then guess what? I never get the correct answer. So then in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm doing it right. Sometimes I may get a mixed like group of people that be like, yo, listen, you doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you doing hasn't failed you yet. When it fails you, that's when you know it's wrong. And I'm like, all right, cool. What am I doing? Am I going to work right? Am I treating my woman right?
Okay.
Am I treating my health right? Am I treating myself right? Am I treating the people around me right?
Right.
It's like, what am I doing?
Right.
Like, the what am I doing is always a crazy question.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I sit back and I think, like, sometimes I can be treating myself wrong, treating people around me wrong. Like, there's a lot. But then it's like, if something's wrong and you around me, bruh, you need to speak. Tell me what's wrong. Tell me I'm doing something wrong. Don't be a person that's around me just to be around me. Be around me because you know, like, yo, I'm around you and I can definitely tell you what's wrong.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to take that. Why? Because, listen, I have to. Because you're in my inner circle. My inner circle, yo, you are supposed to tell me what's wrong. What am I doing wrong? If you can't tell me what I'm doing wrong, then nobody can tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
Why? Because I entrust all of my stuff into you.
Okay.
You understand? So if I can't trust and believe in you, who the hell can I believe in? If you around me more than I'm around myself, that just sounded crazy. Because nobody's around you more than you're around yourself. But you get what I'm saying. My man, then what's the purpose of you being inside of my circle?
Right.
So.
Okay.
Okay.
So, do you believe everything happens for a reason?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I believe in that wholeheartedly. I tell y'all all the time, everything that happened to you or for you was already etched in stone. There's no way around it. It was etched in stone to happen to you or for you. There's no other way.
I believe everything does happen for a reason, but I also believe, all depends on, it's all depends on how the way you respond to what happened to you. What makes the reason that it did happen to you either fruitful or bad. You know what I mean?
You basically saying the same thing that I'm saying. You just trying to put a little spin on it.
Yeah.
Because you believe everything that happens to you for a reason.
I said that, yeah. But it all depends on my
But it's etched and it's meant to happen.
Some things are meant to happen. But
listen.
It all depends on how the way you respond to what happened to you.
Okay, cool. Me personally, I don't believe in there's no such thing as an accident. I believe it was meant to happen. You understand?
Right.
I believe it was meant to happen. It was written that way to happen.
Yeah, I mean, some things are just going to happen that it's, like, I believe things are meant to happen that I cannot control. You know
Absolutely.
Right.
what I mean?
There are a lot of things outside of your realm of being, your realm of financial. There's some things that you can't control.
Yeah, it just happens.
Right. Well, see, me, I believe everything happens for a reason because I believe in cause and effect. Something happens, there's a cause, and there's always going to be the effect for it.
So you believe in
Same
everything was etched in stone. Yeah.
Same thing.
Because it was meant to happen.
Right.
This didn't happen for no reason.
No.
You didn't wake up sick for no reason.
No.
You woke up sick. Why? Why did you wake up sick? Oh, because you didn't need to go to work for those 2 to 3 days. You want to know why? What happened at the job? Yo, there was a fire. Guess what could have happened? You could have died in that fire at your job. But guess what happened? He said, no, my son, I'm going to save you. I'm going to give you this sickness so you don't have to go there.
You know what's funny? When you saying it in that sort of way, you get...
Yeah. I know. Piss
You
off.
make me think about something.
What?
And it's like, I've been around some treacherous situations in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I've been around
Preach.
situations
Sir.
where I'm not supposed to be here right now talking to y'all.
Preach, sir.
On more than one occasion.
Sir.
You know what I mean? And it started from
Hello.
senior high all the way to my young adult years.
Sir, can
You know what I mean?
I can't tip my cap to you, but I can tip my glasses.
Okay.
But sir, listen. Let's keep it going.
I am.
I know where you going.
Yeah, but and something that Marcus said resonated with me the way a few minutes ago he said. I used to ask God like, yo, look, I made through all this. And, you know, I had friends that did time.
Yeah.
Friends that, you know what I mean, in the midst of some bad situation, lost their life, got badly injured, shot.
Cause he like my son.
And
What
God,
they did has nothing to do with what I'm putting forward
for you.
in your face.
And God, for
He said, I
some
put
reason-
everything in your face for you to see. But
God,
you
for
gonna
some
sit
reason,
here.
you know what I mean, spared me through it. I used to be like,
Mm.
damn, all my homeboys going through this, doing this, and we
Hello.
we done almost died in this situation, and for some odd reason I left unscathed. And it's
Bruh.
like, you know, it's like some sort of purpose. I feel
Bruh.
like, yo, God want me here for some sort of big reason, not just a self-centered reason. You know, it's all
And then listen,
part of a bigger plan in some sort of way.
I be feeling that same way.
Real snap.
Cause I feel like, damn, like you took my guys. Like these ain't no, like you took my guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I know if I get into a situation and my back's against the wall, I know that it ain't tuck and tail. I already know what's the outcome. It's going down. But you took my guys. But then it's also like, yo, the bigger picture is you took them for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
You needed them, I didn't need them.
Right.
So now you left me with one. So now you trying to show me that I can rely and depend on him. What's crazy is my son called me the other night.
Okay.
And that's what's crazy. He just called me randomly out the blue. And then he started running stuff down to me like, yo, his health is kind of crazy. And I'm like, damn, my boy, come on, man. Like, I don't need this type of phone call. He was like, nah, son. Because listen, I'm about to put this 18-inch speaker with these other 24. I'm like, what? I'm like, yo, get out of here with that.
At this point in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all, I want to ask you this question. What type of people and influence you want to have around you?
Real snap.
Positive.
Damn, you took that. Yo, both of us said damn at the same time. Listen, that's a fact. But I don't want positive people around me.
Okay,
You
elaborate.
want to know why?
Why is that?
Because they only see happy. I want real people. I want people that can have positive and negative around them, but they don't veer to negative. You understand?
I believe I got some of, I think I...
Listen, I want people around me that's going to be in a positive moment, but negativity's always going to come.
Negative.
Positive and negative,
Goes hand in hand.
like, there's no way around it.
You need
Like, you positively go to work every day,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But there's a bill, there's a police, there's something that's going to try to be negative towards you.
No, he positively goes to work every day, but the negative part is he don't own the job.
Maybe true.
Okay. You positively go to work every day.
The negative part is I don't own the job.
Yeah, but see,
But then now, what if you own the job and you still
won't-
go to work?
You won't have to go. Well, if you own the job, and you still go to work. That means you're just doing that because you want to.
No, that's not true, bro.
But
Because
anyway,
some people,
even if you own it, you still gotta go to work because you still gotta do the paperwork and all that.
no, because you can hire people to do that.
Then you won't have to go to work.
Some
You
people,
just have a business rolling.
no, some people just don't like
Staying home. Right?
sitting back.
Can't.
They want to be there. They want to see the day to day. Some people like the day to day, and then some people don't like the day to day.
most people that operate in that sort of space, especially I'm listening to a podcast and I think it's Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how
Joe Rogan podcast
legendary.
is great.
Yeah.
Like people be misunderstanding his joint. Yo, Joe Rogan shit
Yeah.
is great.
But he was on a podcast with somebody doing an interview, and he was talking about like how the way like he got this like rich friend that go to work every day, 7 days a week. Even when he on vacation, he actually why he like, yo, I'm afraid of failure. I do not want and you know the fear of him,
Yo, toss me an orange.
the fear of him, the fear of this guy facing failure, going
Yes.
through failure, just bothered him so bad that he got to work. He worked 7 days a week, not all day, but he worked
7 days a week. Yo, listen, sometimes that happens, bro.
Yeah. But my thing is, type
Like-
of around me, I won't.
See, listen, a lot of people don't understand. When you get your own business, people think that just because you got your own business, that you rich.
No.
And it's this, that, and the third. No, that's not what happens. What happened? What happened to the orange juice? Orange juice is on the refrigerator door.
Right, you probably don't know. But anyway, my thing is, type of people I want around me, bro. I want disciplined, highly driven people, and I do want more positive than negative. Yeah, of course, somebody's real because I want more positive than negative because a lot of times, you know.
But now, listen.
You gotta some people you can have some people in your circle that could be real, but really it's not about nothing. They just may have a real sort of ideology.
No, they can be real in the sense where you can use them in a situation, but they not real. Like they could be real to the point where they could fight, but they not real to the point of business savvy.
I don't want to see that. I don't want nobody know so. See, I don't want no so like.
But that's what you just said, bro.
No, hold on, listen. I don't not like the people that I got around right now. Father's like, what we doing, the way we're going. Yeah, I know we can handle our own, but I do not want to add on a whole nother level of being successful. A bunch of dudes around me that know how to fight. You know, no, I don't want that.
No. I get what you're saying, but what you was explaining is that, like you want to be business savvy.
Yeah.
But you won't have a bunch of dudes around you that can fight, but they're not business savvy. And me personally, I want a bunch of dudes around me that can fight that's not business savvy. Why? Hold on. That's my security detail. I don't need you to be business savvy. Your job is to protect me, protect the asset. Now, when I want my business savvy people, those are the people that I'm going to talk to different. Like, I'm not going to disrespect because you're my body. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to treat you like a regular person. You're going to have a decent conversation. If you need to talk about something, whatever the case may be, you're going to talk to me because I'm a regular person. I'm a real person. Bro, you're never going to get some, oh, yeah, well, you know, you can talk to Laureen, and Laureen's going to make it right. No, my man, what's your complaint? Yo, listen, I feel like I should get a raise. Why? Well, I took a bullet for you last week. And Jarvis didn't do that. You know what? You right.
I mean, yeah, I
You
feel
right.
you.
Here you go.
I mean,
Boom.
professionally, yeah, I want professionals
Yeah.
around me to protect me.
Yes.
I would not have no, so I'm not gonna have no, I wouldn't have no sort of street, quote unquote
No,
street dude
I'm
around.
definitely gonna have street
I'm
dudes.
not.
Why would I have professional dudes? Hold on. Professional dudes only care about that check.
Okay.
Them street dudes, they don't care that you took them out of the streets. My man, do you know the type of do you know the type of
They cause
security?
problems.
Hold on now. Listen, there's a level. You're not about to sit here and take some average goofy street dude that's just a shooter. You're gonna take somebody that thinks like you. Listen, he doesn't have the money that you have, but he has the mentality. Like, yo, listen, I'm not gonna jeopardize my family because this is my bread.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm not gonna put no goofy around me that just thinks about, all I want to do is shoot people.
Oh, yeah.
And that's my job. No. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have this dude that be like, listen, if I pull this trigger, no matter where I'm at in the United States, out the country, wherever, I may end up in jail for the rest of my life. Is it worth pulling? Let's see. They're gonna break down the threat. If it's not a major threat, they may mash him out. But if it's a threat where it may cause harm to my life and he smoke his game, I'm backing him 100%.
I hear what you're saying, but my thing is I got a different perspective. If I'm on that type of level, right?
Yes, sir.
Probably I'll bring some dudes that that have me and them share the same sort of ideology and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I may grow up with. But my first thing I want to say, yo, look, all that street stuff, we're not fighting on. I will have professional security guards. They do that. I don't want you with me fighting. I have to.
But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my security guards.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
talking about my regular people that's gonna be around me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my security guards could do that.
My security guard, that's their job.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
paying you
Right, yeah.
to put hands, hammers, feet, fists, whatever
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
on someone.
My answer to that question is
Go ahead.
My regular circle though, we ain't being no hoe ass niggas. Cause if my security break down, what you gonna do? You gonna start backing up? Nah.
Nah, of course I'm defending, but hold on, go ahead, DJ. Damn.
my answer to that question is I would rather positive people, and also I would rather people that hate, because then there's the way that I know I can congratulate myself because somebody else is hating on me. So
Say it again?
Wait, what?
haters,
Like,
haters.
So you want hate?
oh, okay, I got you.
Haters, you're gonna need them haters because that's the way you know
Yeah.
you're doing something good. Because they're hating on you.
That's virtually the same thing I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was talking about street dudes and everything.
No. We was talking about people in general. Your haters is not gonna be niggas that's rich. Like, ain't nobody that's rich is gonna hate on you.
Well, it depends.
Well, it depends. 'Cause
Excuse me, who?
They can hate on you because they
Who?
just don't like your skin color.
Well, they can hate you just because of
They hating on you because you're on the way up to them. So they,
Well,
they-
listen, doing something
Last time I checked, rich folk don't hate on rich folk.
Oh, you lying on that one.
Hold on. Hear me out first.
Okay.
If rich folk got a personal vendetta, it's some sucker shit that you did. Bill Gates would never hate on Steve Jobs.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Rich folk ain't gonna hate on rich folk, my boy.
Yes,
They
are.
all
So you
conversate.
look at 50 Cent and T.I.
Well, yeah.
First of all,
They're
wealthy and rich is two different things.
50 rich.
50 is not. 50 fell off, sir. Let's
You
not
don't
forget
think, you
that.
think he ain't rich?
Huh?
You think 50 ain't rich?
First of all, a lot of people are saying that if they do a versus, that's why 50's mad. If they do a versus, T.I. got 50. Hear me out first.
Listen.
Hear me out. Listen.
50 would have to do the mixtape songs. Because he don't really have too many albums.
And that is the exact
Yeah,
reason.
that doesn't mean he ain't rich, though.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm talking about that situation.
Okay.
T.I. has more albums than 50. T.I. 50's gonna go for Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
His mixtapes is gonna have to help him. Just like the DJ said. Curtis, trash.
Nah,
Beck,
trash.
Curtis was trash.
Nah.
Bruh, we heard about T.I. before 50.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Underground.
No.
Need for Speed Underground nigga came out before 50. You're
No.
tripping.
No. Because 50 came out like 01. Probably before that.
Nigga, Power of a Dollar, nobody heard about it. You didn't hear about 50
Yeah.
till in the club.
50, I heard about 50 2000, 2001.
Bruh.
Shit.
Power of a Dollar was not the movement. Remember, he got shot up.
Yeah.
He was on Columbia, got cooked.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Listen. Then once he got with Eminem, Get Rich or Die Trying is what made 50.
Yeah, but we heard about him way before that though.
We heard about him, but he wasn't popping.
He was popping.
No, he
In the early
was.
2000 he was. That's
Bruh, he wasn't popping.
He was on mixtapes. You bugging. He was.
Bruh, no, his mixtapes happened afterwards. The shit with
What
Lloyd
year?
Banks in them,
What year you think?
he was like, get well soon, we got the get well cards. That's with the Who Kid. When he got with Who Kid, that's when his mixtapes went. Fadoof.
Yeah.
Bruh, that one mixtape he did with Who Kid was bananas. When
Yeah.
Banks did the Banks Victory,
Yeah.
all that, yeah, hell yeah. My man, 50 would lose in a versus.
I ain't saying
He
not.
would lose in a versus.
I don't
to
care about
T.I.
that. I hate what you're saying. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is they both rich. You know what I mean?
I mean, they
both all rich.
in a sense.
Ain't no innocence, nothing. They rich.
Nah, in a sense. And my guy, in a sense.
What's the sense?
Bruh, listen. Okay,
I mean,
so listen. When you rich. Okay. We ain't on their level. They richer than us, for sure.
They definitely rich like
For sure. They richer than us.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But to rich people, them niggas is us.
Probably.
You understand? No, they no probably.
They richer.
Hold on, time out. Hear it out. Hear me out right
You
here.
mean probably
Check,
billionaires?
no,
Yeah.
check me out.
Uh-huh.
Listen. To us, they rich, right?
They rich. Period. Well,
No, to us, they're rich.
They rich. Period.
No, listen
I'm
to
hearing
me.
what you're saying, but
Stop answering. Don't say nothing.
Go ahead.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Just listen.
Go ahead.
To us, they're rich, right?
Okay.
But to like a Denzel, a Kevin Hart, a Will Smith, a Chris Rock, they not rich. Dave Chappelle, they not rich. Like, to rich people, they not rich.
No, we can
Bruh,
say-
no. It sounds crazy. You can say it sounds crazy, right?
It's not.
Okay, but hold on. Listen, watch this. Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates, right?
Okay.
Is the wealthy people, rich people, whatever in America, right? No, they rich. They rich around the world,
What's
correct?
that dude name?
Hold on. Are they rich around the
Elon
world?
Musk. You're doing that much.
Okay, Elon Musk, right?
Yeah,
Richest dude in America, correct?
I believe so.
What is he to the Saudi Arabian prince? He's nothing but a peasant.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't know about that? Nigga, he's a peasant to him. Are you kidding me? Bro, listen, there's a difference.
Yeah, it's different
Nigga,
classes of rich. Yeah.
Elon Musk is a peasant to that man. He's a peasant.
Okay.
Bruh, listen, money, all that's different.
Yeah, different levels. Yeah, but rich is rich, my man.
No, rich is not rich, bro.
50 is hella rich.
50 went hella broke.
When?
Let's not. When he filed Chapter 11,
That doesn't mean he
boy.
broke.
Oh, whoa! Wait a
That
minute,
don't mean he's broke, bro. He's just protecting assets, probably.
bro. I ain't saying that he's po.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm not saying that he's
I
po.
know.
But my man, listen. There is a difference
And some
between being here,
yeah,
here, and here.
yeah, it's different. It's
50's in
different.
the middle, yeah.
Yeah, he's up there, man.
No, he's in the middle.
How you know that?
How?
Yeah, you know Big
50
Town?
says it's itself.
What you mean?
50 says itself.
50 is rich as fuck.
Fam, listen. So you telling me he is rich is them Abu Dhabi?
No, I ain't say no. I ain't say that.
Okay,
But
so
he's rich as fuck though.
back to Hector's point. So, what's the most pettiest thing you ever done and don't regret?
First of all, I was in a relationship and this broad thought that she was the truth. We had a snowstorm and I was at work. I said, bitch, let me see if them motherfucking Ugg boots working now. It was a crazy snowstorm. The snowstorm came up to the caps on my tires of my motherfucking car. Huh, did she? Cause she thought she was ill. I said, let's see them Ugg boots work. Yo, listen, my man that was behind me is petty as fuck. He's way pettier than me. He was like, yo, you petty as fuck. I turned around and looked, and everybody else looked at him like, yo, the nerve. Nah,
That's not.
Petty?
Bruh, I'm petty.
Yeah, no, I'm petty shit. Depends. Let's see what I did petty for somebody.
Bruh,
Um,
you ain't had that $5 though. That was petty as fuck.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like, some girl broke into my phone, want to argue.
Oh wow,
I
that's
could've
nasty
explained.
work. That's nasty
But
work.
I looked at her and looked at the door, got up and left.
You said looked at the dog?
The door. The door. Look at the door, and I looked at the door, and I looked at her again. I'm like, man, I'm out. I ain't gonna do this shit. And I, you know, usually if I ever get to that point, 9 times out of 10, you done really poke the bear. You know what I mean?
You said you done poked the bear.
Yeah, once I don't want to explain, 9 times out of 10, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because my actions or whatever come to my head is not going to be of any sort of tolerance.
YouTube, talk to us. Don't
Hey,
sit
yeah,
there and
hey,
just
y'all.
watch.
Yeah,
YouTube, come on now.
My most petty
Comment.
is
Let's hear this from the
I had a
DJ.
girl on a bike,
Okay.
right? She was talking shit.
Excuse me, what happened?
I had a girl
Yeah,
on a
don't
bike.
finish.
This is when I was like 17,
Alright.
16, 17. I had a girl on a bike. She talking all this crazy stuff, right? And then she's like, oh, I'm like, you know what? She was on the handlebars. I was on the seat. I just got up off the seat and left her on the handlebars and let the bike keep going.
Excuse me, sir?
Go ride the bike.
He said, ghost ride the whip.
Okay, guys.
40.
Yo, listen, my amazing fans, our amazing fans. We definitely appreciate y'all kicking it with us. But we coming down to the final minutes of the show.
It's the final countdown.
So we got another question that is available. And we going
I got a question. Because I ain't asked a question all night. Candace, pay attention and pay attention.
Shut it down, brother. Shut it down.
Okay. So, fellas, listen.
Josh, we're going to shut it down for tonight. Do your thing.
I gotta come over here one day.
Is it me you're looking for? Okay, so, how do you know the one is the one when you're looking at the one?
Damn, man, you stole my goddamn question.
I know, cause that was like, how do you know the word? How do you the word?
Who made up the word to call it words?
Oh yes, sir. My man said, "Who made up the word to call it a word?" Word.
But that question is
No, listen. How do you know that you have the one? Okay, so listen. You feel like you got the one. You understand? And you look at her like she's the one. How do you know that she's the one?
simple. when you with her or when y'all with each other, it feels like time stays still. And
Damn.
you do not want to get out that moment. That's how you know.
Damn, my God, like, give me some of that. Give me some of that. Cause you really be getting emotional.
No, I just look at it most
Yeah, I know what happens. It starts in your toes, make you creep in your nose. Wherever it goes, you always know.
DJ, how about you?
She makes you smile, please stay
How you
for
know
a while
you got
now.
the one woman you want when you with her for sure? What's the signal, or what's the sort of vibe you feel when you're around that woman to know that you're what? This is the one I want to be for the rest of my fucking life.
He said, you know what he said?
Yeah, the opposite.
He said, shit, give me a boom boom, give me a boom boom, give me a boom boom. And I said, boom boom, banana, banana.
Go ahead, DJ.
But alright.
I just say it's the total opposite of what I am. That's when I know it's the one.
What?
Mm-hmm.
When you know she's the total opposite of who you are.
Yeah, no, like, ouch. And like they say, opposites attract. But you can't beat that much opposite. But anyway, I don't know. I never know.
He asked you a question. No, yes.
Okay. Well, how do I know one is the one?
I'm just
You have
trying to
that look, that vibe, that you know, that charismatic energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got both like.
She makes your fallopian tubes, right?
Yeah. Well, she finds the spot, you know, without you telling. Yeah. Say no.
He said, yeah.
Just the charismatic energy, just you being you and she being her, nobody's being fake and phony. So
Listen,
I like that.
I'm gonna tell you from my point of view.
Go ahead, please land that plane.
When you can be goofy
Right.
around her, and she don't look at you and be like, "Why am I with this goofy?" Man, listen. That's when you listen. I'm goofy as fuck around my lady. I don't care. I don't care, bruh. Why? Because I know I got the one. Like, she do her little goofy shit. It may not be goofy in the sense like me being real, like, I'm just doing some goofy shit. I'm like, look at these fucking, like, I may take it to a different level. But her level of goofy lets me know that she's comfortable. She's around me, she's cool, she's comfortable, you know what I mean? My level of goofy, man, I don't give a fuck. Nick, we may get out the car and we're walking in the mall or something. I might trip on some stupid shit by that clip. Like something goofy as fuck like that. That's dumb as shit. That's dumb. But at the same token.
Yo, it come from the movie Dumb and Dumber. Remember?
No. Yeah. No, he hit it with a snowball.
No, remember where they had two that both had the suits on and he hit him in the back of the legs with the cage?
No, the dumbest shit is when he traded in the car. He said, then you did something stupid as this, and then you totally redeem yourself and come back with this.
And with that being said, y'all,
He traded in the dog wagon and came back with the mini bike.
Right.
with that being said, y'all,
But no. So listen, I trip my lady wherever we go.
Last question. And then we can leave it on a cliffhanger.
we
And then
just
she
asked
choked
the
me.
question.
And then she choked me in the middle of the aisle.
Yeah, ask your question.
And then when she choked me in the middle of the aisle, I get like half a chuppy.
Yo, what's the craziest excuse? What's the craziest excuse you've ever given to get out of something?
Oh shit.
Well, you know what?
Yo, my man, listen, we are gonna leave